The Majority Report with Sam Cedar.
It is Tuesday, January 30th, 2018. My name is Sam Cedar. This is the 5-time award-winning Majority Report. We are broadcasting live steps from the industrially ravaged Gowanus Canal in the heartland of America, downtown Brooklyn, USA. This is a special type of special broadcast. Special coverage of the 2018 State of the Union address by, yes, Donald Trump is actually the president. Still the president.
Still the president.
Still president.
Still enjoying it, too.
Look, folks, here's a spoiler alert. We know what the State of the Union is. It's exhausted. It's depressed. There's a malaise. Not good. Not good. All right, I said it. Let's go back.
You just said not good, and then I just saw David Brooks's face, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a long night, man.
It's going to be a long night. First off, let me first start by saying that in honor of the evening, I am wearing a shirt that Robert Tidwell, one of our listeners, has sent me. It is an original, what's his name? Wilhelm?
Is that a joke?
Wyatt
Wilhelm
Ingram.
Wyatt Coke
Wyatt
shirt.
Coke.
Wyatt Ingram Coke.
Coke shirt.
It's got a lot of money on it, so that's good. And ladies and gentlemen, it is our special pleasure to welcome into the studio the one, the only, Judy Gold.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I like that. Is that my theme music? Don't I have a theme song?
Matt.
Oh my God,
geez.
Matt, you fucking idiot.
Somebody, let's do this all over again.
Judy goes in on the fucking crew abuse so fast.
I know, sorry.
Like, hi, everybody.
Well,
Hey,
I mean, come on.
thanks for me. Sorry about that.
Matt got here early, got super high, and then everything was just off to the races.
Doing the setup. Water boat.
Level-headed.
Fuck you!
Calm, cool, and collected.
I have a bigger penis than him.
Judy Gold is on the line to keep us all connected.
What the fuck is the matter with him?
A steady hand to guide us. She'll keep us calm and carry on.
No fucking way!
Too bad Jimmy Reefer Cook didn't find her worthy of a song. Well, Judy Gold.
And he's such a fucking penis head liar. I'm not kidding.
That was Pence I was talking about.
That's the president of the United States. That's the president. What the fuck? Like this guy,
All right, I'm just going to fix Judy's
horrible.
mic. So I'm going to fix
why?
just
Like
No,
this?
just the mic positioning here. We got it. We're good. I guess.
You're good with the positioning.
Yeah.
It's kind of hiding her a little.
Oh, that's better, right?
I'm taking notes for my response.
Better?
Oh, yeah, that's way better.
Who are the Democrats? Like, who is their actual...
Shout out to my sister Julie, who
Hey, Julie. Woo!
texted me and said, move the mic out of Judy's face.
Thank you, Julie.
So,
I
thank
saw
you,
that.
Julie.
Got that, too.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, of course, as you know, it is the State of the Union, and here comes this dude. Oh, let's listen to it. This is
Here
There
is
we
the
go.
president. They are announcing him now.
honestly, anyone who is applauding for this guy
is a fucking asshole.
should be on a list.
Been done for
Thank you very much for my hair.
How's it
Stormy
going?
Daniels. Stormy Daniels.
You know, a lot of people say I'm not historic, but
Look
I'm
at her.
actually-
That is such a fake clap.
I'm the first product of incest that's president. No one gives me any credit for that.
David, he makes his way
Totally
down the
unfair.
aisle.
Oh,
Again,
yeah. We're going to get that done. Yeah. Hey, good to see you. Hey, I had my scalp
There
shrunk
is,
because I have no hair. Hey, what's
The
up?
Majority
I have an inverted
leader,
penis. My prostate.
Kevin
yeah.
He
McCarthy
does have an
behind
inverted penis.
Donald Trump, walking Trump down. There's Steve
Hey, how are
Scalise.
you?
Did not bring his hood tonight.
Steve Scalise is still walking.
Oh, hey, wait, I just wanted to wave to you because you're white. Okay.
A lot of empty seats. A lot of empty seats. A lot of poor attendance tonight.
Mitch
Weird.
McConnell
Don't
is
tell
so
Dave
hot.
Flacco.
I mean, if I wasn't a lesbian, I would watch Mitch McConnell porn.
Folks, I'm going to be turning on the IMs at, you can,
I would convert for Mitch
Flip for Mitch,
McConnell.
right?
And Elaine Chow.
You want to join us, Judy?
Is it Cho or Chow?
I don't know. I think it's
you can IM us at
applauding.
majorityapp.com. Get the app and then IM us, and I will occasionally read your comments.
Look at that fat fuck.
I don't think I'd be able to sit there.
I know.
There's, what's his
Hi, I'm
name?
white. Hey, I'm white. I'm
Louis
white.
Gohmert?
Hey, I'm white. Hey, you're white. Hey, good to see you, white. Yeah.
Sam says when he comes into the office.
Where's my friend Jim?
There we go.
Where's Jim?
Super white here.
White.
White. She looks super in love. And
Yeah, she is
enthusiastic.
so. Hey, let me wave. God, such a fucking asshole, aren't I?
What do we got? What's going on?
What happened?
Oh, it froze. Saying hi to the Supreme Court Justice. Who's that? Who's that?
Hello, Alana Kagan.
Who is that dude? Is that his personal attorney that is like shadowing him like that? Like, don't say anything.
I know, look at him.
Don't say anything. Don't say
He's
anything.
so stressed out.
This is a former Bonanno
Fire
family
mother.
associate, and he's coming into the state union with me.
Nice to meet you, Fire
Why
Mother.
can't I hear?
I guess then they're all just like, I guess.
Can I just have a little volume on this?
Seems to be moving briskly.
Michael, turn it on the dial there.
Get the done, make the
right
speech,
here.
stay on teleprompter.
Here we go.
Amy, we just, here we go. Let's listen to this just a second.
Here we go. It's Mike Pence. Look at Mike Pence. They
Mike Pence.
shake their
Shaking hands
hands.
with,
Hey,
of course, his
conversion
own
therapy
Vice President
Pence,
and
what's
House
up?
Speaker Paul Ryan, and he is getting
Wow.
right to it. I think
The
it took him just a couple
shortest
of
That is-
applause
doesn't
in the
usually take
history
forever.
of
the President of the United States.
Here, let me give you a copy.
shortest
of the
applause.
bullshit that Stephen
He needs
Miller
to go
wrote.
to bed is really what's going on here, I think.
This is cream cheeseburger time. It's going to be less than an hour, is my guess.
No, and let it
Denger's
be known
gripping
that Matt
very
Schlapp
well
was the
right
one who
now.
said-
It's going to be less than an hour.
We always look to see whether members of the other party stand,
Who is the
applaud, and
Who's
so
the
forth.
designated survivor?
And right now, and we'll be talking about this later in the
I didn't
evening.
really
Different
hear
people
what
tonight
the
wearing different
pundits were
colors,
saying
yes,
beforehand, but I
symbolic of
assume
different,
it was somebody to the effect of
issues
if
and
he
making
doesn't pull his
different
dick out on
points.
stage, he will
Boycotts,
have done a
too.
great job.
Yeah, that is more or less it,
I
yes.
think there are 13
Does
And in fact,
care
I
that
think
I
they're
can
actually
see
saying,
the
like,
fucking thing out of my headphones or no?
what happened? You can't hear anything?
Members of the Congressional Black
Is it too low?
But
It is
there
low.
are
Can you
a
send
handful
more
of
to them?
others as well? But right now, the applause
Is it coming out
sustains,
from
and
there?
that is typical.
Or
for
is it coming out
most
from
I'm
that
not gonna be
box?
able to-
members of Congress, most states of
First of all,
State of
only
the Union
one of my
addresses
ears is
accord the
working.
president,
All right, hang in there.
Look
We
at
will.
him.
respect
Yes.
that the office deserves.
This is the most applause anyone has ever. Look at him.
No, that's higher.
That's
Is
good.
that better?
That's
Is that
good.
better?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
great, Matt.
And the
Thanks,
Is that good?
Matt.
Yeah, it's
Is
better.
that good? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks,
clap for
Matt.
yourself.
to evict any member who's.
Oh, you fucking people. Let's
There
get
he is.
stoned. Let's get stoned every time Jeff Sessions is on. Smoke
Actually,
pot.
where do we at?
That stream is getting a little weak. Oh, I just had this moment where I thought Ryan was going to strike Trump
Strangle him.
with
Strangle
the
him.
hammer,
President of the United States.
with the gavel. Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's too.
And here comes another opportunity for
him
members
to
of
say
Congress,
that was the most
especially,
applause anyone's ever
those who are
had.
I've
friendly to the
taken
president
so
to,
many
to applaud.
drugs to be able to do this
Oh,
speech.
look, he showed the water. He's got the water.
Can I just point out to how Melania's wearing white?
You're doing a
and
great
because
job.
A lot of the Me Too women are wearing black. So I thought that-
Yeah, Melania is
Melania's
wearing white.
She's like, hey, I'm innocent. I'm not
That's right.
complicit in any of this. Help,
I'm a
help.
I'm
virgin.
actually noticing that the president and the speaker.
Or it is really she's just like that's her basically saying like,
Oh.
please help me, I surrender.
Mr. Speaker,
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Mr. Vice President,
Nailed
members
it.
of Congress,
Nailed it.
the First Lady of the United States,
Who I
and my
cheated
fellow
on.
Americans.
And of course
Less than 1
Melania
year
too.
has passed
Yeah, exactly.
since I first stood
Love
at this
of my
podium
life and
in this
Melania
majestic
also.
chamber to speak on behalf of the American people and to address their concerns, their hopes, and their dreams.
He really is bloated as fuck. This guy.
I
That
know.
night, our new administration
Judy Gold.
had already taken very swift action.
Oh yes.
So gross.
A new tide of optimism was already sweeping across our land. Each day since, we have gone forward with a clear vision
Yeah.
and a righteous mission to make America great again for all Americans.
Except for immigrants and people of color. You fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
I'm not so into people like you either, Judy. The Jew part.
Mike Pence.
I know. He really.
One of the creepiest human beings. Melania seems very, very happy about America being great again.
Over the last year, we have made incredible progress.
Can't help
and
but think she's
achieved
actually plotting her
extraordinary
escape
success.
as she stands there.
We have
Just
faced
like,
challenges
Of
we
course she is.
expected and others we could never have imagined.
And I really don't like
We
that.
have shared in the heights of victory and the pains of hardship.
How great would it be
We
if
have
there was a
endured
terrorist
floods
attack and I got
and
popular?
fires and storms.
Such a mess.
But through it all, we have seen the beauty of America's soul
Oh my
and the
God.
steel in America's spine.
He's not insulting people.
Each
He's super
test
You mean the
boring.
has
steel put
forged
in the
new
spine
American
after the
heroes
Las
to remind
Vegas
us
Just a reminder.
massacre?
Who we are.
Okay.
35% of Puerto
what
Rico still
we
does
can
not have
be.
power.
I'm talking about.
We saw the volunteers
means no drinking
of the Cajun
water.
Navy racing to the rescue with their fishing boats to save people in the aftermath of a totally devastating hurricane. We saw strangers shielding strangers from a hail of gunfire on the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah. NRA,
We
baby.
heard tales of Americans like Coast Guard Petty Officer Ashley Leopard, who is here tonight
He should be a
in the
petty
gallery
officer. He's so fucking petty.
Melania.
Fucking. Hi.
I'm just going to put a flag in the. Do people remember when the notion of the president reading from a teleprompter was the biggest scandal?
Oh, yeah.
that
And
we
he
dealt
was
with?
number one who would criticize Obama and,
Can't speak.
and Hillary and everyone who
Can't speak. Can't speak freely. Can't do it.
Ashley was aboard one of the first helicopters on the scene in Houston during the Hurricane
Houston?
Harvey.
I definitely prefer
Through 18 hours of wind and rain,
non-teleprompter.
Ashley braved live power lines and
Look at you,
deep
Paul
water
Ryan.
to help save more than 40 lives. Ashley, we all thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ashley. No, really.
We would never, ever send you to Puerto Rico.
Ashley's a scab.
Ashley would never go to Puerto Rico.
Never,
Nice,
ever,
clean,
ever.
white
You'll
skin.
never have to go there.
I never.
Promise
I
you.
promise you this. Psych,
Promise.
you're going to Puerto
We
Rico.
heard about Americans like firefighter David Dahlberg. He's here with us also. David faced down walls of
Alien
flame
who learned how to act
to
in,
rescue
like a
almost
Queens rest
60
stop.
children
Like, what's the matter
trapped
with
at a
this guy?
California summer camp threatened by those devastating wildfires.
And David, I promise you,
Everyone
never
still recovering
will have to
in
go
Texas,
to Puerto Rico.
Florida, Louisiana, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. Everywhere. We are with you, we love you, and we always will pull through together, always.
Oh, God, yeah.
Except for that one time.
Except for the people
Except
of
for
Puerto
the-
Rico.
except for the
Anyone
time that's happening
who speaks another language, shithole countries.
Puerto Rico's a shithole country.
I did a lot of money laundering for the Duvalier family. No one gives me credit. It's totally unfair.
And now, what do I want to
lot for
look up?
Haiti.
I'm looking up
Thank
if
you
David
to David
Dahlberg
and
is a
the
Jew
brave
right now.
people.
No.
of
Incidentally,
California.
David,
Thank you very
we're
much.
going to be cutting funding
Jew is-
for your
is gonna-
Forest Service fire
Yeah.
thing. So
Some trials over the
Sadly,
past
David
year
Dahlberg
touched
will lose
this
his
chamber
job because he
very
picked a loser
personally.
profession.
With us tonight is one of the toughest people ever to serve in this House. A guy who took a bullet, almost died, and was back to work.
Fuck you,
you know what?
Steve.
Honestly,
Fuck
The
you.
legend
almost
from
only
Louisiana,
counts
Congressman
in grenades
Steve Scalise.
Oh,
and
that's great. You took a bullet. Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Wow, that's so great. Welcome back.
What the hell is
Good
the matter
job
with
with
my
those gun
supporters?
laws.
Hey, what the hell is the matter with my supporters? They don't know how to aim right? Why is that guy still walking around?
Thank you.
Better luck next time.
I can't believe shoot to kill, not to disrupt baseball practice, you moron. And now this scumbag is still in the house.
ladies and gentlemen, tonight's designated survivor, Agricultural Secretary Sonny Perdue. He is not in the building in the event that...
Wait, we missed a joke.
We're incredibly
I wish it
grateful
was a plan.
God damn
for the
it.
heroic efforts of the Capitol Police Officers,
Great job being in the
the
KKK.
Alexandria Police, and the doctors, nurses, and paramedics who saved his life and the lives of many others, some in this room. In the aftermath, yes.
Stop pretending you have feelings, Paul Ryan. Eddie Munster-looking motherfucker.
Yes. Yes. That is, you know what?
Donut God wanted to know why
Finally, you're
Scalise
speaking
did
my
not bring
language.
his
What?
baseball bat.
United States of America.
In the aftermath of that terrible shooting, we came together, not as Republicans or Democrats,
So together.
but as representatives of people.
The
But it is not
NRA.
enough.
NRA
to come together
and
only
the
in times
weapons
of tragedy.
industry.
Tonight,
We all
together,
rallied
Republicans
around.
all
and
of
Democrats,
us
but as
to set
humans and
aside our
non-humans.
differences,
White
to seek out
and
common
other
ground, and
categories.
to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people.
Failure. Look at this cup.
This is really the key. These are the people.
Oh, yeah, Nancy.
You know what? I will give Pelosi.
Chris
that is
Lopaco-
a very solid bitch face.
Chris Lopaco says,
10 out of
add
10.
another accomplishment to the list. He picked up a glass of water with one hand. Tonight, he became president. I'm not going to
Over the
mention
last year, the world
anything.
has seen what
tonight.
we always knew, that no people on earth are so fearless or daring or determined as Americans.
As the casino industry.
If there is a mountain, we climb it. If there's a frontier, we cross it. If there's a challenge, we tame it. If
Tame it.
there's an opportunity, we seize it.
We fuck it.
And exploit it.
So let's
There's
begin
a
Totally.
pussy. We grab
by
it.
recognizing that the
there's
state
a porn
of our
star, we
union
pay
is
her.
strong because
there's a
our
Russian
people
girl who
are
smuggled
strong.
her.
If there's an army,
If there's a
we
civil-
have bone spurs.
Sit your ass down.
Sit.
Corey, stop licking asshole.
And together we are building a safe,
That should
strong,
be the name
and
of his
proud
biography.
America.
America.
Since the election,
Everyone
we
is
have created
fucking miserable.
2.4 million new jobs,
Yeah.
including
Look at Paul Ryan. That's right, yeah.
My understanding is
Thank
that
you, Obama.
200,000 jobs
including
less than
200,000
Obama
new
in his
jobs
final
in
year.
manufacturing alone.
What?
Tremendous.
Call
number.
out your boy.
Tremendous.
Imagine if Obama
After
gave this
years
speech.
and years of wage stagnation,
Things are
we
like
are
right
finally
and such.
seeing
All right,
rising
tonight.
wages.
That's
Look
the
at the
first.
Dems.
That's the
Fake
first
news.
straight up lie.
Yep.
Everything else
Right.
has just been bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. That's a lie. That's the first. Everything else has been
Unemployment claims have hit a 45-year low.
Yeah, because they're making it harder to do it.
Something I'm very
Mnuchin.
proud of. African American unemployment stands
fuck
at the
you.
lowest rate ever recorded.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we love life. That's great.
Let's get
No,
it going,
he did
Matt.
not
Come
wanna
on.
say
And
African
Hispanic
American.
American
That's
unemployment
rich.
has also
That's rich.
reached the lowest levels in history.
Yeah, because they all left. Because you're a fucking asshole.
Also, tourism way down.
Small business
40,000 people
confidence
losing
is
their
at an
jobs because of
all-time
the
high. The stock
dearth in
market
tourism.
has smashed one record after another, gaining $8 trillion and more in value
Wow,
in just
that's great
this
for
short
the
period of time.
50%.
How do you think I got this shirt, motherfuckers?
Yeah, I'm so glad I have money invested in the stock market. Lol.
The great news for Americans, 401k, retirement pension, and college savings accounts have gone through the roof.
Low
And just
energy
as I
Trump.
promised,
What's
Low
a
energy
pension?
Trump.
from
I'm a
this
millennial.
podium
I don't
Right.
know what that
11 months
means.
ago,
Someone's going to need to
we
explain it
enacted
to
the
me.
biggest tax cuts and
I don't
reforms
know what a
in
pension is.
American history.
In
We
theory.
have
I've
saved
heard
billionaires
that they exist.
so much money.
Get your taxes down. Thank you.
There you go. I told them at the
Mitch,
21
you are- that
Club,
was a profile.
and I did it.
Wait, what are they?
Why is Paul Ryan wearing the same tie as
Mitch,
me?
you have beautiful.
Oh, there's
So I
Wilbur.
don't remember. Maybe that's what I said.
Stop.
Our massive tax cuts provide tremendous relief for the middle class and small business.
But that's only going to last
To
for a couple of
lower
weeks.
Tax rates
Tax rates.
for hardworking Americans.
China.
We nearly doubled the standard deduction for everyone.
They also, incidentally, doubled what you
the
can
first $24,000
pass on to your
earned by a
millionaire
married couple
children.
Yeah, I gotta
is
take care of my
completely
girlfriend after I
tax-free.
die.
How many new shirt companies are there going to be now? Because you can pass on 11 million
Every time
bucks.
you look at that shirt,
We also
remember that
doubled
is literally
the
the
child
point of all
tax
Republican
credit.
modern policy making.
Oh,
Facilitate that shit.
Do a dab.
Yeah, exactly.
Sam makes
fuck
money
you.
moves.
A typical family of four making $75,000.
Speaking about people who are going to make a lot of money because of the
Literally,
estate
those
tax.
two will do
slashing
well.
their tax bill in half.
They look so enjoyable.
I would love to be switching the cameras shots on
I
this
know.
particular thing.
I want to be the director of
Could
this.
say a lot.
In April, this will be the last time you will ever file under the old and very broken system, and millions of Americans will have more take-home pay starting next month. A lot more.
A lot more.
This isn't fun. It's boring. You're being boring.
Crazy Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, she hates him.
We eliminated an especially cruel tax that fell mostly on Americans making less than $50,000 a year, forcing them to pay tremendous penalties.
Tremendous.
Simply because they couldn't afford government-ordered health plans.
Wow.
We repealed the core of the disastrous Obamacare.
Obama?
The
Obamacare?
individual mandate is now gone. Thank
I think that's just what he calls it when he masturbates.
Obama.
Obama.
Oh, Ted Cruz, you fucking piece of shit.
We have denied 13 million Americans
I have something.
health care.
So, more relevant. Judy,
Yeah.
if you had to punch Mike Pence or Paul Ryan, you have to pick. You can't punch both. Who are you
We
taking that
slashed
swing on?
the business tax rate from
Oh, that's a good one.
35% all the way down to 21%. So American companies
Paul
can
Ryan has the
compete
smuggest,
and
most
win.
Yeah, I'm
punchable
gonna go
face.
with
Anyone
Paul
else,
Ryan.
Anywhere
And I
want
to kick him in the balls.
That's a good loophole.
Yeah.
Kicking the balls wasn't
And I
covered.
just want to get a big black
These
dildo and
changes
stick it in
alone are
Pence's
estimated
ass.
to increase average family
Well,
income by more than 4
I got
You
news
mean
for you,
anything else?
Judy.
for him.
You're going to
That'll
have
be
to
the
take the
first
one
time.
that's in there out.
Well, why do you think you look so pleased
I
at
know.
standing in there?
Uh,
Do you guys
Small
think
businesses have
Obamacare
also
is what Trump
received
calls
a
it when he
massive
jerks
tax
off
cut
to the memory of
and can
hookers
now
pissing on the
deduct
bed Obama
20%
slept in?
of their business income.
President Obama.
Here
Obama.
tonight
A little
are
Obama.
Steve
All right,
Bannon
girls, we're
and
going to
Sandy
get to
Kaplan
Obama's bed.
of Staub Manufacturing, a small
Hashtag
beautiful
says,
business
boy,
in
did I pick
Ohio.
the wrong year to stop
They
drinking.
just finished
Yeah, no
the
shit.
best year
You
in their
should resume.
20-year history.
Cheers.
Who are the three people behind Jamie and Matt?
That would be my husband, Sean, my friend
Oh,
Debbie,
they have
and my friend
solutions.
Armin.
Shane Thomas, was that a Texas senator slow clapping?
Because of tax reform, they are handing out raises, hiring an additional 14 people, and expanding into the building next door.
Whoa, that's
Wow,
great.
that's
Also,
amazing.
huge layoffs,
Wow.
major buybacks,
One of
huge
Staub's
stock boon.
employees, Corey Adams, is also with us tonight.
And he is black.
Corey is
Sure
an
is.
all-American worker.
Where's my black guy?
He supported himself
There he is.
through high school. Lost his job during the 2008 recession.
Hey, look,
Oh,
it's-
whose
and
fault
was
was
later
that?
hired by Staub, where he trained to become a welder. Like many hardworking Americans, Corey plans to invest his tax cut raise into his new home and his two daughters' education.
Hey, Corey, what's your name? Kunta
Please
Kinte? I am not Kunta Kinte. I'm just joking. Kunta.
Oh, Corey, that's great.
Your name is Corey.
MFer, I want more iced tea.
He welded Trump's scalp together when he had his scalp.
And he's a great welder. That would have been.
Yeah.
he's a great
I was
welder.
told that by
And I would
the
know.
man that owns that company that's doing so well. So congratulations, Corey.
Yeah, he's a great welder.
Since we passed
Maybe you can
tax
weld your
cuts,
fucking mouth
roughly
shut,
3
you fucking
million
asshole.
workers have already gotten
Rebecca Fabrice, I have a stomach
cut
bud.
bonuses.
Can't consume
Many of
alcohol while
them
watching this.
thousands
Good
and
God, help me,
thousands
Judy.
of dollars per worker, and it's getting more every month, every week. Apple has just announced it plans to invest a total of $350 billion in America and hire another 20,000 workers.
Oh, my God. Tim, what are you doing?
He's being himself. He's a lame motherfucker, Judy.
He looks like he's just had a stroke.
Tim Kaine always looks like he just had a stroke. Where are you been?
To help with connectivity.
And just
She's
a
like,
little
I
while
want
ago,
a vice president
ExxonMobil
who looks like he has a
announced
stroke.
$50 billion investment in the United States.
Yes, they're gonna drill in the Grand Canyon. They're going to completely level the Grand Canyon.
This
Tillerson.
American
That's
moment.
the only thing that gets him
There
away.
has
He's
never
like,
been a better
this
time to
guy's a
start
fucking
living
moron, but
the
we're
American
going to
That's
destroy
so-
what remains of the
every
earth.
citizen
So.
watching at home tonight, no matter where you've been or where you've come from, this
I
is your
hate
time.
black people.
If you work hard, if you believe in yourself, if you believe in America,
I said under an hour.
then you
but
can
wow.
dream anything. You can be anything.
Yeah, especially if your father
Look
gives
at
you
me.
$1 million.
I'm dreaming of you of a cardiac arrest right now.
Look at me. I mean,
God, that was
I'm a
profound.
pathological liar.
Oh, Eric!
Eric and John Jr. We both look like, you know, the 90s movie
Arabia.
Tonight,
Pence has got those
I wanna
love-struck
talk about
eyes.
What kind of future we're going to have and what kind of a nation we're going to be.
I'll tell you.
All of
A
us
lot of immigrants.
together as one team, one people, and one American family can do anything. We all share
just look
the
at
same
me.
home.
The-
same
if
heart,
you have a trust
the same
fund,
destiny,
your daddy bails
and
you out
the
at every
same
turn.
great
You might be able to
American
set up
flag.
some scam businesses.
Flag! Flag!
Flag. Mark in Jersey is the only way I could have watched because F Trump's ratings. Your boys, Chris Hayes, did one thing too about Rodney Friegelhuisen yesterday. Thank you guys for all you do. Wyatt Coke, thanks for the sweet plug, dude. The only shirts you can wear on the beach and the boardroom. Move over khakis and polo shirts.
We know
We're
that
going to the
faith and
discoteca
family,
after this.
Not government
Oh.
and bureaucracy, or the center of American life. The motto is "In God We Trust."
Oh, yeah, because... Oh, fuck you, Paul Ryan! In God. You fucking don't believe in God, you fucking asshole. In God we trust. God hates your fucking guts.
Wouldn't it be great if Hezbollah just burst in? That's like all I want to see happen.
Look at Melania.
Melania's not even
And we
standing up.
celebrate our police, our
She's on
military,
strike, man.
and our
She's
amazing
not
veterans
so
as
into
heroes
maybe,
who
you know what, I think
deserve
it's like
our
there's
total
no way
and
that she could have
unwavering
expected
support.
if he actually does have
Is he
sex.
talking about the military? Because you guys won't... Oh, yeah. They deserve our support. Like fucking Bone Spurs, you 5-time fucking asshole. Thank you.
Melania is
always
she.
fun.
This is a work stoppage. She is
Maybe-
not getting up. You see that?
Maybe she needs a
Here
new
tonight.
contract.
Oh, wait, here we go.
She's holding out.
A 12-year-old boy from Redding, California, who noticed that veterans' graves were not marked with flags on Veterans Day. He
Preston.
decided all by himself
Look at
to
his mother.
change that and started
He's-
a movement
Trump
that
fucked
has
her
now
right before the,
placed 40,000 flags.
I went on
And paid her
like
$60,000.
like a bitch in heat.
I still
Preston,
maintain he's a virgin.
a job
but I
well
realize I'm
done.
an outlier here.
Oh, Preston, you're
I'll
a
tell you
nice
something.
gay
I
Define
boy.
I
sex.
can't picture this guy having it, and I don't want
The drug and alcohol problem that Preston's gonna have in his early 20s when he realizes he would use his prop for one of the most horrific human beings on the planet
He's
Earth.
not going to talk to his mother again.
It's going to be
He's
very...
either going to become like a member of like a Nazi organization
Or
disown
he's
his
going to
family.
be the
MRA.
biggest queen in the entire world.
He's going to join a men's rights forum because he hates his mother.
And he'll be
as
right.
American. And
The
I
most
met
justified
Preston a
MRA
little while
membership
ago,
ever.
and he is something very
Your mom
special
did
that
that
I
to
can
you.
tell
You're
you.
like, "Yeah, fuck
Great
Mom."
future. Thank you very much for all you've done, Preston. Thank you very much.
Do you think Melania's had any cosmetic surgery?
Preston's reverence for those who have served our nation reminds us of why we salute our flag, why we put our hands on our hearts for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'll have a Brooklyn Lager.
And why we proudly stand for the national anthem.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, this is so important. Thank you.
What did I miss?
He made fun of a disabled person.
Black people aren't worshiping the flag.
Americans love their country.
And it would be
And
Rocket
they deserve
Man.
a government
totally,
that shows them the same
totally
love
unfair that I haven't
and
had a
loyalty
terrorist
in
attack.
return.
It would
For
totally
the
spike
last
my
year,
approval
we
rating.
have sought to restore the bonds of trust between our citizens and their government. Working with the Senate, we are
Laugh
appointing
track.
judges who will interpret the Constitution as written, including a great new Supreme Court justice and more circuit court judges than any new administration in the history of our country.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
We're not going to stop until all the truckers freeze to death in their trucks.
That's right.
One is not enough.
We are totally defending our Second Amendment and have taken historic actions to protect religious liberty.
Oh, yeah, because you're so fucking religious.
I have taken lithium, and I am giving a very boring speech, which Fareed Zakaria will say has restored confidence in U.S. leadership.
Let me just say, Klonopin, Klonopin,
We are
Klonopin.
serving our brave veterans, including giving our veterans choice in their
What's
health
happening? What up?
decisions.
That was my Paul Ryan sex.
Oh, that was
God, you fucking suck! We thought they were yelling!
That was a real thing.
God
That was
damn
a total
it.
false flag.
Shoot.
All right, I'll just do it.
That's such a sincere smile.
Paul Ryan fucking sucks.
How many times have you ever seen a president applaud himself during
Last
a...
year, Congress
Oh, it's
also
like-
passed, and I signed
Yeah.
the landmark.
I did
The
a great job
old-timey
on that.
labor meetings, you know?
Look at me.
We're all
Look at
equal.
Pass the ACA, motherfucker.
Since its passage, my administration has already removed more than 1,500 VA employees who failed to give our veterans the care they deserve.
And we didn't
Oh,
replace
shut the
him.
fuck
Oh,
up.
wait!
People
A veteran. That
who
means
love our
someone who
vets
served in
as
the
much
military,
as we
you
do.
fucking liar!
I don't know
Secret
what I
identity
said.
politics,
I don't
Paul
remember.
Ryan, definitely going to hell, no question.
Remember?
Safra Gillett, thank the goddess Judy Gold is on the show tonight. Most stable genius. Paul Ryan's actually that image of him on South Park. His cleansing shit earlier was the equivalent of going full retard Tropic Thunder.
Beginning of this great journey.
How can you be such an asshole? It's so boring at the same time.
I was really hoping for something more to grab onto.
Good
I like his
game.
earlier
And
material. He was
respect.
much stronger when he was
And that's
campaigning.
what we are giving to our wonderful
Insult Jeb.
heroes.
Yeah,
our
dish
Chris-
Jeb. Talk about wanting to fuck your daughter. Do something.
Chris
Tammy
Hayes.
Duckworth hates your guts. Tammy Duckworth hates your guts,
So
you
tonight
fucking
I
piece
call on
of shit.
Congress to
Yeah.
empower every cabinet
Chris
secretary
2491.
with the
Chris Hayes
authority
just said
to
on
reward
MSNBC
good
that
work
watching this will be like
and to
attending a
remove
wedding
federal
when you know that there are
employees
problems
who
in the
undermine
relationship.
the American people.
I wish we could get a divorce from him. God.
Donald Trump. I could listen to Judy shit on the orange bald moron for an eternity, X forever.
In our drive to make Washington
One of the only
accountable,
good things that has come out
we
of
have
this whole
eliminated more
experience.
regulations in our first year
Judy
than
thinking of
any
different ways of insulting Trump and
administration
Chris
in the history of our country.
That's a fucking lie, you fucking liar, you orange fuck. Yeah, it is, right? Right. And Paul Ryan's like, yeah, right, yeah.
Paul Ryan's like, I don't care. You feel good about yourself?
Look at him.
Children are literally going to die.
The one that matters is me. I'm the only one that matters.
We have ended the war on American energy, and we have ended the war on beautiful, clean coal.
Oh, my God. What fucking war?
I went on clean
God,
coal
look at him.
like a
He's
bitch
a total
in heat.
cross-dresser, that
I took
one.
the coal and I went after it. I grabbed it right in the pussy.
I moved the coal like a bitch.
proudly
And she didn't, but now she's with this other guy, and it's a total mess.
To the world.
Uh-oh. All right, this is breaking. Turns out Barron is the designated survivor.
In Detroit, I halted government
I'm fine with
mandates that crippled America's
I would
great,
totally throw the keys to
beautiful auto workers.
Great,
so
beautiful
that
auto workers.
We can
I've
get
seen
They're
some
so
fucking
hot.
ugly auto workers.
revving its engines again, and that's what's happening.
Revving the engines. Oh, that's terrific, Donald.
Uh-oh. I
You're
feel like
239 pounds.
I feel like the Klonopin's wearing off a little bit.
hey guys,
I'm not
bear
trying to
with
wink.
me. I might wing it a little bit.
Feel like
this
the
drug
Klonopin.
cocktail is actually wearing off.
Building and expanding plants in the United States.
I'm going off script. Fuck it. All right, everybody.
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
Where's my black guys?
That little fat fuck thinks he can torment me.
Toyota and Mazda are opening up a plant in Alabama, a big one, and we haven't seen this in a long
We came out of the Mar-a-Lago summit with very high hopes.
This needs more Gorka. Where is he tonight? I
Oh my
wonder?
God, you're doing
Ben
such
Carson.
a great job.
Why does Ben Carson clap like a fucking 2-year-old who just learned how to clap?
Maybe because
Auto
I'm
plants
on
and
the
other
spectrum,
plants
Judy. Fuck
will be
you.
opening up all over our country. This is all news Americans are totally unaccustomed to hearing.
Yeah.
For many
Like
years,
shithole and
companies
pussy.
Donald
and
Trump.
jobs
Where's Lee
were
Harvey
only
Oswald when you
leaving
really
us. They are roaring back. They want to be with the
I didn't say all that shit. I
They
just said I'd
wanna
like to
be
see you have a
in the
heart
United
attack. That's
States of America.
all.
That's
Where
what-
is the consequences of eating McDonald's every day for 40 years when you
Come
need
on.
You get to fuck Mitch McConnell, and you can suck his penis, too.
Do you really think that actually happens? This is a beard situation. Right?
Tucson, my entire Republican family's watching SOTU right
Exciting
now. They absolutely
progress
refuse
is
to discuss
happening
politics on
every
any other
single
day.
To speed access
Probably
to
good.
breakthrough cures and affordable generic drugs, last year,
Cute.
the FDA approved more new and generic
That was
drugs
McConnell leaving.
and medical devices than ever before in our country's history.
We completely stopped testing shit.
Wow, that's cool.
We're just putting it out there. It's like Trump University, but for drugs.
Exactly. It's like Trump.
You're gonna love it.
Trump University for cancer.
Look,
why would you be a loser?
We
and get
also
cancer,
believe that patients with terminal conditions, terminal illness, should have access.
This has to be the
to
hardest part of the
experimental
speech for him because
treatment
healthcare is
immediately
gross.
Right.
That's
We
read it, the
potentially
Fire and Fury.
save their lives.
terminal.
People who are
Bogus.
terminally ill should not
Yuck.
have to go from country to country
This is the
to seek
yuck
a
part
cure.
of the speech.
I want to give them
Healthcare,
a chance
ew, it's gross.
right here at home. It's time for Congress to give these wonderful, incredible Americans the
They're
right
beautiful dead
to
people.
try.
Preston was there because he lost his
What would
Trump-sponsored
he know
child
about
labor
trying?
job at the sweatshop. It's Stalin's buzzer speech to the end. He'll dance.
I predict
you
a
can-
little bit of dry mouth. I'm seeing some stickiness on the side of his lips.
Maybe a little cookie to reward
Yeah.
him for getting through the gross part.
Robert Mugabe.
my
Donald Trump is
greatest
a white
priorities.
pussy bitch.
Yes,
to
yes.
reduce
Is that from
the
Mugabe?
price
Yes.
That's
of
right. Even in
prescription
exile,
drugs.
Mugabe will wipe the floor of this little bastard.
One more Nick.
That's right.
Can someone give him a fucking full bottle?
I
of
like Judy's
prescription
glasses, and Matt's looking spicy.
drugs? Yeah. Look at him trying to get them to stand up.
In many other countries, these drugs cost far less than what we pay.
Okay, got it. Got it.
And it's very, very unfair.
I like how
That is
Matt
why
went
I've
from
directed my
nothing
administration to
just
make
like the
fixing
story
the
of our modern
injustice
lives through
of
drugs.
high drug prices one of my top priorities for the year.
Oh, that's a big priority.
We're going to fix the injustice.
You're going to fix it?
High drug prices.
Like you fixed the fucking election with
It's
Putin,
right.
you
It's
fucking
right
asshole?
along the lines with
Stock market just dropped another 200 points on that one.
I'm so excited. He's going to decommodify healthcare.
I'm trying to finger
Believe
my
me.
daughter.
Watch.
Cheeseburger.
Healthcare's easy.
America
Healthcare's
has
super
also
easy.
finally turned the page on decades of unfair trade deals
Finally turned
that
the
sacrificed
page.
our
What the fuck is the
prosperity
matter
and
with this
chipped
guy?
away our companies, our jobs, and our wealth. Our nation.
Well,
has
Wait,
lost
wait, good
totally.
pause. Let's
but
try
we're
that
getting
one
it
more
back
time. Let's take a
so
longer
fast.
pause.
Our
The
wealth.
era
Can we
of
watch some
economic
sassy Trump instead of
surrender
this?
is totally over.
Totally.
From now
Totally.
on, we expect
Totally.
trading relationships to be fair and very
I
importantly.
know this is not an original thought, but his eyes really do look just like his mouth. You cannot unsee it once you've seen that meme.
Dan,
Stop. Shut up, Judy.
I can't.
Don't talk.
We will work
Don't
to
talk.
fix bad trade deals and negotiate
I'll
new
scalpel you.
ones. And they'll be good ones, but they'll be fair. And we will protect American workers and American intellectual property through strong enforcement of our trade rules.
I don't know what I just said.
what is intellectual property?
Bob Flav trumpets for single-payer health care.
Rebuild our industry.
Chris
It is
Burdick.
also time
You know
to
that when he
rebuild
got the part
our
about
crumbling
firefighter California summer camp, thought he was reading the title of an 80s teen sex comedy.
Look at him. He keeps going over to the Democrats and like waving. Fuck you.
No good, really bad for you.
239 pounds.
America is a nation of builders. We built the Empire State Building in just 1 year.
Wow.
Isn't it a disgrace that it can now take 10 years just to get a minor permit approved?
You get
for the
money
building
from
of a
your
simple
dad.
road?
You pay
Well, you
protection
can
to the
pay
Gambino
them
family.
off like you fucking did for your fucking Trump building.
Okay.
Jay Tingle, Trump definitely looking for some pivot reporting
asking
with this
both
speech.
parties
He
to
hasn't
come
slagged
together
anyone.
to
I
give
missed the
us
human-animal
safe,
hybrids. He's
reliable,
proposing
and
experimental
modern
medicine as an
infrastructure
alternative to
that
existing
our
health care.
economy needs and our people deserve.
What's in Nancy Pelosi's mouth?
Klonopin.
Yeah, exactly. Danny, Sam, Judy, Mike, crew, appreciate you covering the state of morons so I don't have to watch the network coverage.
$1.5 trillion for the new infrastructure investment that our country so desperately needs. Every federal dollar
It's
should
working,
be leveraged
and
by
it's very
partnering
exciting.
with state and local governments, and where appropriate, tapping into private sector investment.
Let's sell it all
permanently
off.
Fix
Let's sell
the
it all off.
infrastructure deficit, and we can do it.
Yeah, just privatize the infrastructure. That's a good idea. No pension for me.
Any bill
No pension for Sean.
must also streamline the permitting and approval process, getting it down to no more than 2 years and perhaps even 1. Together, we can reclaim our great building heritage. We will build gleaming new roads,
Gleaming?
bridges,
Gleaming new
highways,
roads?
railways, and waterways.
It
all
seems
across our
slippery.
land. And we will
Doesn't
do
it?
with
Gleaming?
American heart,
We're going to put
American hands,
a sheen of
and
oil
American
on all
grit.
our roads.
Didn't
And everybody's going
Obama
to slide
try
off into the
Oh,
ravine.
Elaine.
It's going to be great.
How big is Mitch's dick?
It's going to be like,
I bet my dock builder here has thoughts on the infrastructure plan.
I bet.
To know the dignity of a hard day's work. We want every child to be safe in their home at night.
We're going to show them the dignity of work, even if it means they get no food or health care.
Love so much.
Except if they're my daughters.
We can lift our citizens from welfare to work.
The Disco Stew. Cedar, if you're going to wear that beautiful alpha shirt, at least shave, you fucking cretin.
Yeah, because it's so fancy.
Bernie, no.
Uh-oh.
No.
Fun
Bernie,
fact
stop!
from the Sergeant at Arms saying, Mr. Speaker, to Paul Ryan, banging his gavel, Trump 2018 versus Obama 202016. Applause lasted. Obama 4 minutes 15 seconds. Trump 3 minutes 48 seconds.
In
Total
workforce
lie.
development.
Fake
news.
And let's invest in job training, which we need so badly.
This is
Who needs fucking job training? If anyone needs job training, it's job training. It's you.
Donald Trump.
Fucking idiot.
What's Judy Gold's problem with me? Black unemployment's at a record low.
Let's open great vocational schools.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause he's paying all of them to be his friends.
Can learn a craft and realize their full potential.
They can be crafty. Preston, get up. Very good.
Do you think that cop sitting next to Melania actually has her arrested, like under house arrest?
Yes.
She's cuffed to the chair.
Jared looks so fucked up.
Oh, look at Mike. I hate gay
As
people.
America regains its strength, opportunity
wasn't
must
he?
be extended to all citizens.
I gotta feel
That
like
is why
I've never
this
had this
year
feeling, but I
we
feel
will
like if an
embark
asteroid
on
was about to
reforming
go
our prisons
somewhere right
to help
now,
former
go.
inmates
I feel like I know
who
where
have
it should
served
be.
their
Oh,
time
yeah, it's very clear.
get
Provided
a
that Bernie
second chance
survives.
at life.
That's right. You need to get Bernie on.
It'd be tough. Tough stuff. Tough stuff. Dissident peasant. The only way Pelosi shots could be better if she was openly browsing her Twitter feed during them.
Struggling
Yeah, I
communities,
gotta give Pelosi that.
especially
She's doing very
immigrant
good
communities,
face work.
Oh, immigrant.
will also be helped by immigration policies that focus on the best interests of American workers.
Immigration
and American
policies that are
families.
written
we're
by
gonna
Nazi
torture
Jews from
immigrants.
Santa Monica with
Have
weird
allowed
social
drugs
disorders.
and gangs
Stephen Miller,
to pour
thank you.
into our most vulnerable communities.
Children.
They've allowed
Don't forget the
millions of
children.
low-wage workers to compete for jobs and wages against the poorest Americans. Most tragically,
president.
they have
Yeah.
caused the loss of many innocent lives. Here tonight are two fathers and two mothers,
This is
Evelyn
murder
Rodriguez,
victim parents right now.
Freddie Cuevas, Elizabeth
Freddie
Alvarado, and Robert Mickens. Their two teenage daughters, Kayla Cuevas and Nisa Mickens, were close friends on Long Island. But in September 2016, on the eve of Nisa's 16th birthday, such a happy time.
Shut up, you fuck!
Neither of them came
It
home.
was a happy time.
These two precious girls were brutally murdered while walking together in their hometown. 6 members
I know
of the
grief
savage
makes people do crazy things. But
MS-13
why
gang
would you let Trump
have been
use your
charged
kid's
I
death
know.
like
with
this?
Sorry
Kayla
about
It's
M6
and
fucking
Nisa's murders.
terrible.
Many of these gang members took advantage of glaring loopholes in our laws
Yeah.
to enter the country as illegal, unaccompanied alien minors.
The
and
organized
wound
crime
up
groups I've
in
worked with
Kayla
are well
Oh, they're
documented.
basically
high
saying they're
school.
DACA people.
Yeah.
Evelyn, Elizabeth, Freddie, and Robert, tonight everyone in this chamber is praying for you. Everyone in America is grieving for you. Please stand. Thank you very much.
Please stand so
Please
I can
stand,
exploit
so I
you
can use
just
you.
a little
We
more.
can't beat Mexico at the border or in trade.
I'm clapping for your ability to cry.
Wow.
This isn't even. This is just terrible.
The blacks are a very emotional people.
I
Preston's
fully
mother's
understand.
Like, ugh. Look at her.
Wow.
Mayday, Mindy, it's such bullshit.
so-
Don't even need to fact check him. My pug is even rolling his eyes, and my Shih Tzu and my husband already fell asleep. I can't decide if Pence wants to fuck him or kill him.
Yeah, why not both?
The order is really the only question.
This is Soderbergh. Yeah, you guys
This
are all
is
you
so- I
guys are all
never
caught up
really
in the Pence gay
million
thing. What about the Pence
hearts are right
necrophiliac
now
angle? That's a much more
breaking for
relevant
you.
thing to
We love you. Thank you.
Wooden computers. Oh my
It's
God!
not
Someone
gay
gift
if
that
you're
Paul
dead.
Ryan moment.
But we
if you're
cannot
dead.
imagine the depths of that kind of sorrow. We can make sure that other families never have to endure this kind of pain. Tonight, I am
like the
calling on
families of the people
Congress
in
to
Las
finally
Vegas.
close the deadly loopholes that have allowed MS-13 and
Yeah,
other
what about the
criminal
families who can't get
gangs
health
The
care
MS-13
or
loophole.
housing?
We
They
have
can go fuck
proposed
themselves, I
new
guess.
I put a lot of work into the
that will fix
MS-13
our
loophole,
immigration
motherfucker.
laws and support our ICE and Border Patrol agents. These
Obama
are
in
great
2014 is
people.
like, now that's
These
why
are
I'm advocating
great,
They-
great
MS-13
The ICE
loophole.
people,
Work
listen,
so hard
if you
in
work
the
for
midst of
ICE
such danger,
and you don't quit,
so that
you're a
this
bad
can
person.
never
Period.
happen
End of
again.
story.
We
We'll
can
do a
make the player and
GoFundMe.
the game.
We'll do a GoFundMe to get you 2 months worth of salary so you can find a different job.
She is.
Horrible. It is a shame we can't come up with
Hope
Kate's Law anymore.
Where's
Was that
Hope
what it was?
Heck?
Who was it? Was it Kate's Law? I can't remember. That girl's law.
The girl.
I guess we can't do it
Law,
anymore because
or whatever.
Whatever.
anywhere in
Fine,
the world
sure.
to help the needy, the struggling, and the
Look at his
underprivileged.
bottom
People
teeth.
think I'm controversial, but the truth
But as
is,
President
I
of the
mean,
United States, my highest loyalty, my greatest compassion, my constant concern is for America's children, America's struggling workers,
America.
and America's
A steak
forgotten
drop.
communities.
I hate him so much.
I want our youth to grow up, to achieve great things. I want our poor to have their chance to rise.
Now, who do you think
No, you
wrote
don't.
this
Tonight,
speech?
I am extending
It wasn't
an
Stephen
open
Miller,
hand
right?
to work with
No, this is
members
not
of
a
both
Miller
parties.
This is like, I
This
feel
more
like
Hope
and
Hicks,
Republicans to protect
maybe
our
even just
citizens.
I
staffers
think
on the
Stormy
Hill.
Daniels
I
wrote
feel
it.
like they got
Color,
some
religion,
mainstream
and
Republicans
creed.
to
Yeah.
write this thing.
Maybe like Matthew Scully or something like that.
Whoever wrote the speech, also, they should really spend some time with a lot of like
They should be in a gulag zone. It's okay. I'll say it for
Ambien
you.
and maybe several bottles of bourbon.
They should mix a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my
Too
Tia
good for them.
Yarmulke.
Jesus
Every
Christ.
elected official
It's like,
in
that's
this
a
chamber
nice way to die.
is to defend
So
America.
I don't mind
to
just like
protect
a
their
ease
safety,
out.
their families, their communities,
Congressional baseball
and their
fan,
right to the American
building
dream.
gleaming new roads.
Because
First you build it, then you gleam it.
Americans are dreamers too.
Oh, God. Stop with the fucking applause,
Do
boy.
you
Bull
have
prod.
that you're boring syndrome?
Aren't you going to clap like at all? Geez, no respect.
Oh, God.
Turkish
There were
jade,
more-
one bright ray of light. All the displaced Puerto Rican victims will turn Florida blue.
Here tonight is one leader in the effort to defend our country. Homeland Security Investigation Special Agent Celestino Martinez. He goes by DJ. DJ. He said, call me either way.
DJ.
Lieutenant Andrea Bocelli.
He goes by
15
DJ.
years in the Air Force
Fuck
before
up.
becoming an ICE agent and spending the last 15 years fighting gang violence and getting dangerous criminals off of our streets.
Gab.
Tough job. At one point,
And now we're giving him the
MS-13
opportunity
leaders
just to go
ordered
after mothers,
CJ's
some of whom
murder,
are pregnant,
and they wanted it to
and
happen
just
quickly.
roll them
He's
up.
so into his
He's
job.
not
He loves
caved
breaking
He's earned it.
families
to
up.
threats
He's a
or
great,
to
he's a
fear.
great guy.
He is
Last
now
May,
on
he
the
commanded
women
an
who have
operation to
been
track down gang members
domestically
on Long Island.
abused.
His team has
beat.
arrested
He calls
nearly
himself
400,
DJ. I call him
including more than
Tonto. Get it?
220 MS-13 gang members. And I have to tell you,
How many times
what the Border Patrol
MS-13?
and ICE have
MS-13
done, we
is
have
really
sent
hot right now.
thousands and thousands and
Wait,
thousands
this is off script.
Apparently.
Off script.
Ahem, see, lots of penis heads and
off
fat
script.
fucks tonight.
out of this country or into our prisons. So I just want to congratulate you, CJ. You're a brave guy. Thank you
Yeah,
very
you
much.
are Celestino Martinez. CJ!
Ultimate scab.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can't wait to go after those women who have reported that they're suffering from domestic abuse. We're going to roll them up.
Mr. President, if I could take my leave now, I have some families I'd like to break up.
And don't forget the parents picking
And I
their
asked
kids up from
CJ,
school.
Yeah.
What's
That's
the
a good
secret?
place to
He
do
said,
it.
Also
we're just
quite
tougher than they
dangerous.
are, and I like that answer.
What did he say?
Yeah, we're just tougher than they are. When you see one of those pussy moms who's pregnant, they can barely run because they're so pregnant, and we just roll them up.
Because we're tougher than they are.
Have to do it. We have
And
no
they also
choice.
think that we might
CJ,
actually
we're
take it
gonna
out on
send
their
you
kids. So
Reinforcements, and we're going to send them to you quickly. It's what you need.
Yeah, you need some reinforcements. Look
Ivana
at mother.
Tinkle,
Look at
anyone
mother.
believe that there was a memo put out from the
next few
self-esteem
weeks,
police
the
that they
House
need to
and
stand and clap
will
and
be
yell as much
voting
as
on
possible to keep
an
its composure?
immigration reform package. In recent months, my administration has met extensively with both Democrats and
No, they haven't.
Republicans to craft a bipartisan approach to immigration reform.
Look at What the fuck are you talking about?
You're lying about
with
our
a
negotiations,
detailed
you
proposal
schmuck.
that should be supported by both parties as a fair compromise.
That's
One where
just
nobody
lying.
gets
Go
everything
over.
they want, but where our country gets the critical reforms it needs and must have.
What?
Oh, Dickie Durbin.
Rust Belt Progressive 401ks through the roof, so who needs Social Security now, right? Not safe to drink, to enact the Constitution as written, which is why he's vetoing veto-proof sanctions against the country
Look at
he
his
laundered
fucking
money
ears.
The first pillar
Rubio's ears.
of our framework generously offers a path to citizenship for 1.8 million illegal immigrants who were brought here by their parents at a young age. That covers almost 3 times more people than the previous administration covered.
You mean Obama's? Obama's?
Cuck Schilling, yeah,
Under
Paul
our
Ryan.
plan, those who meet education and work requirements and show good moral character will be able to become full citizens.
Can
of
you believe the
United
words
States over a
good
12-year
moral
period.
character came out of that?
Out of that
top
fucking asshole face.
Jesus.
That look at his look at his mouth. It just looks like an asshole.
The second pillar fully secures
Shit coming out.
the
Here
border.
comes shit. Shit. Mother. Can he stay there since there's more than one woman in that room, Pence?
I think he got special permission, but he has to go as soon as it's over.
That means building a great wall on the southern border, and it means hiring more heroes like CJ to keep our communities safe.
Yeah. Who's
More
paying for the
heroes.
wall? Who's paying for the wall? Who's paying? Oh, look at her. Oh God, I love
Wait,
her.
was she the one who didn't
Yes.
know? Yeah.
Florida one?
Yeah.
Crucially, our plan
What was that one?
closes.
She's the one that
I
rolls
don't know
her
if
eyes.
Norway.
Oh,
Like
I don't know.
criminals and
Norway could be
terrorists
filled
Yeah.
with black people. I have no idea.
And it finally ends the
She's the one, Cory
horrible
Booker.
and dangerous
She rolled her eyes at Cory
practice
Booker.
of catch and release.
Oh, you love release. Come on, Stormy, fucking let you release, baby.
At
Could
least
not
his
have
pee in his
lasted more than 10
diaper.
seconds. Oh,
The third
This whole
pillar
thing is, like,
ends
physically
the visa
upsetting.
lottery,
It's
a
nauseating.
program that randomly hands out green cards
I
without
wish you
any
were
doesn't
regard for
happen.
skill, merit,
Lie.
or the safety
Lie.
of American people.
Lie.
I just looked at the clock. It's only been an hour. Jesus
God, I have
fucking
shit
Christ.
to do. Let's go. I got to pack.
It's time to begin moving toward a merit-based immigration system, one that admits people who are skilled, who want to work, who will contribute to our society, and who will love and respect.
Listener Ronald
The
Reagan has
opposite
told us
of
many
undocumented
times that
hate
you
to
can't
work.
get in without a sponsor.
Oh, look at
also,
Cory.
if we take calls, he has some debunking to do about ICE raids in Long Island on the grounds.
The fourth and final pillar protects the nuclear family by ending chain migration.
How does it protect
Oh, the
the
So it
Their
protects
family?
the family
Which
by
one of-
ripping families
Yeah.
apart. That's
Which one of your nuclear families is your favorite, you fucking asshole?
Evangelical,
Under
just
the
tuning in,
current
happy to
broken
hear
system,
Judy.
A single immigrant
Been there.
can bring in virtually unlimited
When they're brown, they're not
numbers
families. They're
of
chains.
distant
Remember?
relatives. Under our plan, we focus on the immediate family by limiting
That should be happening
sponsorships
more.
for spouses
Every
and
single thing
minor
that this
children.
motherfucker says, other than like, we like
Is that
dogs.
Was that real?
That was real.
Good.
This vital reform is necessary not just for our
We should
economy,
do it the whole time because
for
he's so
our
emotional
security.
and so easily
would've
to throw
lost
off.
the
Yeah, he would have lost
future
his
of
mind if
America.
they did that. Democrats are such
In
pussies.
recent
I
weeks,
agree.
two
All
terrorist
the time.
attacks in New York were made possible
I mean, sometimes I
by
think
the
it's
visa
performative
lottery
nonsense,
and
but when I
chain
see how
migration.
mad and
What?
upset it makes
In the
him,
age of terrorism,
You just said the
Then
two
these
terrorist
programs
attacks?
present risks
Which one? Did
we
you
can
say?
just no longer
Which ones
afford.
is he talking? Oh, he
It's time to
he
reform.
really wants to have a terrorist attack on his president. So
Mitch, you're so hot.
These outdated immigration rules
I think
and
you've been the
finally
only person
bring
who's
our
ever said that to me,
immigration
Judy.
system
You have a deep
into the
connection.
21st century.
Why is he whispering throughout this entire
Because
thing?
he's
modern,
whispering makes
updated
something sound
racism
deep.
for the 21st century.
These four
folks.
pillars represent a
Everyone
down-the-middle
says it's the best
compromise
racism.
and one that will create
I
a
call it
safe,
being a
modern,
fucking
and
moron
lawful
3.0.
immigration system.
I'm going to whisper.
For over 30 years, Washington has tried and failed to solve this problem. This Congress can be the one that finally
Fuck you.
makes it happen. Most importantly, these four pillars will produce legislation that fulfills
I actually
my
think I'd punch
ironclad
Pence as I
pledge
think
Yeah,
about that question.
look at
To
it.
You know why?
build a
Because
wall and
I
have
would
Mexico pay for it.
America
line it up
first.
like I was about to hit Ryan, and then while he flinched, I'd pivot. and
Been
out.
there. I know the Dems can't shout out at Trump, but I do wish they had signs that simply
of
said
course they
bull
can.
to hold out.
I know.
They can do a lot.
Midnight Pizza, fucking Corey. I bet Trump.
So let's come
Okay.
together,
No.
set politics aside,
Oh, fuck
and
you.
finally get the job
Franum of
done.
Philadelphia. Hey, Sam's mic is still distorting on the YouTube stream, especially when he gets super close and covers it with his hands.
These reforms will also support our response to the terrible crisis of opioid and drug addiction.
Please.
Oh,
You
shut
just
the
cut-
fuck. No, I would
you
love
just
to
cut
hear what he
funny.
has to
It
say
is
about that.
Yeah,
terrible.
of drug
We have
addiction.
to do something about it.
Addiction
In
is that.
2016, we lost 64,000 Americans to drug overdoses. 174
Drug
deaths
overdoses.
per day, 7 per hour. We must get much tougher
someone fucking give him some
on drug
drugs?
dealers and pushers. If
Yeah,
we
let's
are
try
going
the law
to
and order
succeed
approach.
in
It's not like it's
stopping
ever
this
failed
scourge.
in the past.
Yeah, we got to do it.
We've only been doing it for fucking 30 years.
Let's see those pharma executives frog marked in.
Exactly. I
We know
agree.
who they are.
I agree with you. Putting them in prison. Although I would
My
love to see Trump
administration is
take
committed
ayahuasca.
to fighting
That would
the
be
drug
fascinating.
You
epidemic
know what?
and
You
helping
think
get
that it
treatment.
you think that it would
for
be good
those
for
in
him, but I
need,
feel like at the end of
for
it,
those
it
who've
would
been so
only make
terribly
him
hurt.
more
The struggle
narcissistic.
will
and
be
Wow, that
hard
was a
and
really
it will
deep
be difficult,
experience.
but as
Anyways, I did great on
always
ayahuasca.
do,
I did
in the
tremendous.
end,
That was
we
the best
will
trip that ever
succeed.
happened. And
We
I'm like
will
totally tremendous at
prevail.
plant medicine. It's true.
It's not a magic bullet.
I'm not saying it's a magic bullet. He might have a nervous breakdown. He might die. Just literally off of the nausea he'd have because of how unhealthy. There's a lot of scenarios.
It's possible.
As we have seen tonight, the
Yeah.
most
Tony
difficult
Soprano
challenge
did
is bring
acid
out
or mushrooms.
the
on-
best
Peyote.
on his- Yeah,
in
peyote.
It would be
right.
like the Tony Soprano
We
peyote
see
episode.
Yeah,
and he goes,
where
I
he's
get
like, oh.
it.
expression
That was
Tony
interesting.
Soprano's much better than Trump.
And then he
That's
goes
an
back
The
to
story
doing murders and
of the
stuff.
Holetz
That's an insult
family
to
of
Tony
New Mexico.
Soprano.
Oh, God, here we go.
Ryan Holetz is
Which one are you talking
27
about?
years old,
Ryan.
an officer with the Albuquerque Police Department.
He looks like a sociopath.
He's here
Let's keep
tonight
it real.
with his wife, Rebecca.
He looks like a sociopath, this guy.
How many Mexicans do you think he's killed?
Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can-
Oh.
excuse me, ma'am. You can't have yourself out like that.
Look at Melania. Oh, that's how you. My nanny always held the baby for me. Oh, so show me how to do that.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Last year, Ryan was on duty when he saw a pregnant, homeless woman preparing to inject heroin.
He arrested
When
her.
Ryan told her she was going to harm her unborn child, she began to weep. She told him she didn't know where to turn. but badly wanted a safe home for her baby. In that moment, Ryan said he felt God speak to him.
Oh, God.
You will do it because you can. He heard those words.
Wow.
He
That's
took out a
amazing.
picture of his wife
Shut the
and
fuck
their 4
up.
kids. Then he
4
went
kids?
home
What are you, fucking
to
idiot?
tell his wife, Rebecca. In an instant, she agreed to adopt. The Hollettes named their new daughter Hope.
Oh, God.
Ryan and Rebecca, you embody the goodness.
Yeah, the mom is
of our
dead in a
nation.
ditch,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Right. And then we discarded the body.
Thank God the
of the
heroin
mother,
user
now
was
that she had
Caucasian.
fulfilled her primary objective of incubating a child.
Right.
And so that's good. We did that.
So the
Wait, they named her after Hope Hicks, who he's fucking.
So tonight I am announcing a program where we take all women who have taken drugs and use them to create
Thank you, Ryan
babies.
and Rebecca.
It'll be a baby
As we
farm.
rebuild America's strength and confidence at home, we are
We will
also
give these
restoring
babies to
our
police
strength
officers.
and standing abroad.
No, we're
Around
not.
the world,
Everyone
we
hates
face
us, and no one
rogue
wants to come
regimes,
here, you fucking
terrorist groups,
asshole.
And rivals like China and Russia
China.
that challenge our
Russia?
interests, our economy, and our values.
Oh, yeah,
China's
like you have any
running
values.
so much. It's
Horrible
like on that
dangers.
level, China's
We
just...
know that weakness
I read this great
is the
piece in
surest
the New
path
Yorker
to
about how
conflict.
China manipulates
Yeah, I read
Jared
that.
Kushner. It's one of the funniest things I've ever read in my
is the
life.
surest
He's
means
like, I can meet with them without
our
experts.
true
I'm in real estate.
and
And
great
they're just like, yeah,
defense.
definitely, dude, come meet. We really want to
For
hear your
this reason,
thoughts.
I am asking Congress
Is that
to
why they
end
the
the dangerous
What about
defense
the
sequester and
Ivana-
fully fund our
Ivanka.
great
Ivanka.
military.
Ivanka with her fucking
Triangle Bill, dude, the terminal patients thing is just the hands big pharma a population of guinea pigs to experiment on. Legalize weed equals less opioid deaths. Baby prop. I just threw up. I literally threw up.
Why would we do illegal
Josh
human
from Chicago.
experiments in Africa
Oh my
when we
God!
could do it
I'm
here?
gonna borrow James Mattis's eye bags for my trip
As part
tomorrow.
of our defense,
Thank God for Judy Gold
we
and
must
alcohol.
modernize
Nick
and
from
rebuild
Manitoba.
our
Wow, look at all the
nuclear
cameras in the
arsenal.
studio. You're about to be
Hopefully
exposed,
never
Sam. I like
having to
cameras.
use it, but making it so strong,
Tim Black.
so
No, it's
powerful,
okay. I like
that it will
cameras.
deter
I like
any
they got
act
Project
of
Veritas.
aggression
They got
by
microphones,
any
and I
other
like
nation
that.
or anyone else.
CJ or DJ? Donald Trump, the
CJ.
merit-based president.
Jeff Sessions.
You
So
racist fucking elf.
Perhaps someday in the future there will be a magical
A
moment
gun into your head.
when the countries of the world will get together to eliminate
You.
their nuclear weapons. Unfortunately,
All right, let's just make sure that we don't get a visit
All right, sorry.
from anybody.
sadly.
I don't.
No.
I don't have a gun.
Gotta be a little
Zero
little bit
anaphora.
thoughtful
Listening
about
at work.
certain
Thank you for your service.
we
Don't
would
get me
work
fired.
with our allies to extinguish ISIS from the face of the earth.
China.
1 year later,
What's with the
I am
leaning
proud
in?
to report
He's getting tired.
He's
that
in
the
terrible health.
coalition to defeat
He's leading
ISIS
into his
has
job.
liberated
Barely fucking.
He's
stand.
an independent
close to
woman.
He's a
100%
Hold
of
on.
the
Let's just.
territory
Can we stop?
just recently held
Let's not do
by
this
these
anymore.
killers in Iraq and in
Iraq.
Syria and in other locations as well.
He's a sociopath, Diet Coke.
Other white meat.
You're getting impeached. You're getting impeached.
Who picked that tie?
Gorsuch, what did he take, a
Sam, was that
posture
part of the
class?
deal? You know what? I think
Wait,
it's
why
time.
is he?
He's power clashing, all
I think
right?
it's time for me to loosen up a little bit. Late night, heading to the
But
discoteca.
there's much more work to be done. We will continue our fight until ISIS is defeated. Army Staff Sergeant Justin Peck is here tonight.
Pecker.
Near
No
Raleigh
relation.
last November.
Wow.
Justin
Sort of
and
does
his
look like he
comrade,
could be your older brother.
Chief Petty Officer Kenton Stacy were on a mission to clear buildings that ISIS had rigged with explosives.
Looks
Okay,
like a goy
Paul
to me.
Ryan's
so that
fallen asleep.
civilians could return
Fighting ISIS
to
has
their
nothing
city,
to do with
hopefully
making
soon
children
and
in
hopefully
cities starve.
safely.
Right.
Like,
Clearing the
poor
second
brands
floor
to
of a
proposition.
vital hospital, Kenton Stacy was severely wounded
Paul Ryan's like, yeah, sure,
by
we
an
can like
explosion.
bomb the Middle East.
Immediately,
I'm much more interested in
Justin
getting rid of
bounded
prenatal
into
care.
the booby-trapped and
He loves boobies.
unbelievably dangerous
think he does.
and unsafe building.
No.
That story is complete garbage.
But in very, very bad
Like a
shape.
virgin. I don't even believe it.
Mike in
applied
Pennsylvania,
pressure to the
imagine
wound
running for president and imagining that Tim Kaine would increase the charisma of your ticket. Not a single one of those geriatric
CPR
liberals is going to leave the
for
court.
20 straight minutes during the ground transport
I think he's like a
and
mean
maintained
40-year-old virgin.
artificial respiration through 2.5 hours and through
You know,
emergency
Trump is really violating
surgery.
the basic social contract we have with him,
Kenton
which is that
Stacy
when he talks,
would
he
have
has to
died
say something disgusting or
if it
amusing
were not
to justify
for
wasting
Justin's
life. looking at
selfless
him.
love for his
Really
fellow
really not cool.
warrior.
It is not cool at all.
This
Tonight,
is probably
This is brutally
is
boring.
recovering in
the
Texas.
most extended
Raqqa
period of his
is
life
liberated,
where he has
and
talked
Justin
about
is
something that is
wearing his
not
new
A him.
That's not him, yes.
Right.
with a V
The
for
drug
valor.
cocktail that they have
Staff
put together on
Sergeant
this, they're going to
Peck.
definitely see if
All
they
of
can use more.
America's
if they should be marketing this shit.
Yeah, they should. Like
Thank you,
this,
Justin.
Yeah. Wow, Jeremy Peck, what a loser.
No, Justin Peck.
Justin Peck. Now this was a Nickelodeon. What is that face?
Look at him. He keeps looking at the Democrats because
New
they all
human.
fucking hate
That
him.
is
Do
definitely
they always
going
call
on. I am
out
not
guests like
related
this
to
during
him.
the SOTU speech? I've never seen a State of the Union that has been so jam-packed
With guests.
with guests.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have much to talk about. So it's just he tells a bunch of stories. I mean, it's actually a relatively smart thing to do, right? Like, if you've got nothing to talk about other people. It is, this is the day he became president.
Today.
Oh, just get ready for all that. Hello,
The
this is
sad thing is you're right.
Yeah.
this is Fareed
Look at
Zakari
him.
of
He's leaning.
GPS.
Leaning.
Donald Trump did
are
an
evil.
hour where he did not call a child
When
a
possible.
retard, and now he has become
Can't
truly a
believe I
president.
slept
No
all the
choice.
way
Not over
down here
yet.
for this
Annihilate
fucking
them.
asshole.
when necessary.
It was for,
We must
I mean,
be
this is
able
the
it
most
was for
boring.
your friends
and
and buddies.
No, I love
Judy.
you guys. No, I'm just saying
Clear.
he's such
No,
a
it's
a
horrible.
bore.
I wouldn't be
Terrorists are
watching
not
this if it
merely
wasn't for work.
criminals.
Of course not. I would have
Listening,
tapped out
Unlawful
15
Nope.
years.
listening while
Enemy
DoorDash
combatants.
delivery driving in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm loving not listening to his voice alone. Keep killing it, Majority Crew and Judy.
This is oh, God.
Judy Gold with us
How
in
can
the
you
house.
be so genuinely disgusting?
Baron
and
Trump,
so
please come
deeply
save
boring
me.
at
This is the
same
first time they've
time?
left me alone since the election.
We gotta
They
protect
should be
Barron
treated
from these people.
I
like
know.
the terrorists they are. In the past, we
Robot
have
Commie.
foolishly
The new
released
cast of The Munsters looks
hundreds
like
and
shit.
Hundreds of dangerous terrorists, only to meet them again on
Look
the
at
battlefield,
that little
including
group of teeth on
the
the
ISIS
bottom.
leader, al-Baghdadi, who we captured, who we had,
Like that little
who we
mountain.
released. So today, I'm keeping another promise.
I'm keeping
I
another
just
promise.
signed,
Oh, he signed something.
prior to walking in,
Wow.
an order directing
Wow, you're so
Secretary
powerful.
Mattis,
Wow.
who is doing a great job. Thank you.
Yeah. What? He
Scared me
signed
for
an
a
order saying
second.
he's doing a great job? He's got immigrants hidden in those fucking eye bags.
Wow.
Thank you.
Minucci
Boy,
can't
General
believe
Mattis is a
how many
war-
crimes he committed
General
to get
Mattis-
to Treasury
Re-examine
Secretary.
General
our
Mattis, a
military
war criminal,
detention
which we barely
policy,
even notice in the
and to
context
keep
of this
open
administration.
the detention facilities in Guantanamo Bay.
I have
Really?
managed.
That's how you're going to score political
and
points?
keep opening Guantanamo Bay. I've
God.
opened it up even wider. I'm opening up so wide. It's going to be.
I
We're
am
making.
asking Congress
We're
to
gonna-
ensure that in the fight
Guantanamo
against
Bay
ISIS
is like
and
Stormy
Al-Qaeda,
Daniels.
we continue to have
And
all
I'm an
necessary
executive
power
order.
to
It's true.
detain terrorists wherever we chase them down.
There's room for you too,
Wherever we
Nancy
find
Pelosi.
We're going to torture
in many
like
cases,
no one's ever
them
tortured before.
I liked
now
his
be
work on Stern so much better
Guantanamo
than this.
Bay.
Nurse Stanley, I think Trump is
Me
getting
too,
more
and I
active
hate Howard Stern.
I love
because he's wearing a Depend, so he doesn't need a
I'm gonna
bathroom break.
miss
At the same time,
Warm urine keeps him
as of a few
calm.
months ago,
Stop.
our
Michael
warriors
hates
in
that.
I don't like
Afghanistan
bathroom humor, but it is.
have
You know, I don't even
rules
think
of
that's humor. I
engagement.
think it's true. That's why it makes
I
it
know,
really
it's
bad.
gross.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
'cause
just
you know
think
he's
it's
leaking.
correct.
Melania labor strike motherfucking Dems should be kneeling this whole speech.
Along with their heroic Afghan partners, our military is no longer undermined by artificial timelines.
New York
and we
City,
no
Manda Hole.
longer
Is Sam
tell
drinking
our
vodka
enemies
straight out of a coffee
our
mug?
plans.
Maybe. Sam looked like Private Pile in his final scene of Full Metal Jacket. He's in a world of shit.
That makes all of us.
Last month, I also took an action endorsed unanimously by the U.S. Senate just months before.
He's starting. You
Recognize
notice this?
Jerusalem as the
Jerusalem.
capital.
It's coming with the fangs and the cotton.
Oh, let's
mouth.
put it on the Jews. Camera to the Jews.
Camera Jew.
Jew one and converted
cut.
Jew.
Jared, we are going full support of apartheid. I think you can give me an
Shortly
applause for
afterwards,
that.
dozens
You
of
little
countries
prick.
voted in the United Nations General Assembly against America's sovereign right to make this decision.
Make this
In
decision.
2016, American taxpayers generously sent those same countries more than $20 billion in aid.
Oh, he's such a fucking
That is
piece
why
of
tonight
He can't wait
I
for
am
Project
asking
Israel to be
Congress
completed
pass
so he can send
legislation
Jared there.
to help ensure
Then Jared will go to
Stole her
Israel,
girlfriend.
and then I can
assistance
fuck
dollars
Ivanka.
always serve American interests
Eric.
and only go
That's why Trump's a
to
Zionist.
friends
You know when
of
Jared goes to
Not
jail,
enemies.
he's going to be like, all right, the facade's over, you're not a Jew anymore. The whole point of being a Jew is that you have good enough lawyers to go to jail.
Didn't King David do it? King
Yeah.
David sent
King
that
David.
guy so he could get.
Now, I don't know
Delilah,
if King
right, or
David
something
fucked
like
his
that?
daughter, but I don't think King David's daughter was as hot as my daughter.
As we
And
strengthen
everybody says I'm not fair to
friendships
Tiffany. Meanwhile,
all
I
around the
figured her
world,
on a Sweet 16.
we are also
Totally
restoring
unfair.
about our adversaries.
There is a lot of
When the
incest
people
in the
of
Old
Iran
Testament. I
rose
will
up
There
say.
is a
against
lot of
the
incest in
crimes
America.
of their corrupt dictatorship, I did not stay silent. America
Of
stands with the
Salvadorans
people
and
of Iran
Haitians who
in
don't
their
have sex with
courageous
their
struggle
children.
for freedom.
They have family values.
Donald Trump
Oh
showed
my God, look at
amazing
Nikki Haley. Get the fuck out
stamina
of
last
Nikki,
night.
were you upset about the Grammys? Oh, there was politics
Congress to
thrown
address
in.
the fundamental flaws in the terrible Iran nuclear deal. My administration
There's much more
has
likelihood of
also
them attacking
imposed tough
Iran than North
sanctions
Korea. This
on
is
the
the terrifying
communist
part
and
here.
socialist dictatorships in Cuba
Lady
and
Cuckers, this is
Venezuela.
heinous. Get as shit faced as you did during the RNC. It's the only way I'll get through
Do
this.
you remember we got
Really,
really
really.
Oh, God. How much fucking
and
longer?
you, to your everlasting
But
credit,
no
let me leave
regime
early. Thank you.
has oppressed its own citizens
I can't.
more
I need to get
totally
the fuck out
or
of here.
brutally
I don't remember.
I
than the
literally was
cruel
like, I have other
dictatorship
things to do.
in
Will you
North
please
Korea.
let me do them? And you're like, yeah.
North Korea's reckless pursuit
Yeah, I
of
do it.
nuclear
And then
missiles
you went to the
could
bathroom
very
and
soon
you said,
threaten
I looked at the
our
toilet. It
homeland.
looked like Ted Cruz.
We are waging a campaign
Shame. This
of
Nuremberg
maximum
rally is
pressure
pretty lit.
to
No, it's
prevent
not.
that from ever
Nuremberg
happening.
rallies are
Past
much more
experience
ridiculous.
has
This is
taught
boring as
us
fuck.
that complacency and concessions
They need to
only
learn.
invite
Like,
aggression.
they need to watch videos from
provocation.
North Korea. They need
I
to
will
watch
not
like
repeat
how
the
this is
mistakes
done.
of past
This
administrations
is so goddamn
that got us
boring.
into this very dangerous position.
That's right.
We
It
need
needs a
only
little
look
juche.
at the
That's
depraved character
Needs a little culture.
of the North Korean regime to understand the nature
You need a little
of the
little
nuclear
culture, little
threat
discipline.
it could pose to America and to our allies. Otto Warmbier was a
How the
hard-working
fuck
Oh,
is
student
God.
at the University of Virginia, and a great student he was.
I don't know what this is.
On his way to study abroad in Asia,
That's sad.
Otto joined a
8
tour.
Square. Oh, but Matt,
North
please don't
Korea.
play the Jimmy Dore sound
At its
clip.
conclusion, this wonderful
Thank
young
God for
man
MR
was
and Judy, because
arrested
there's no other way to watch this travesty.
charged
Matt, keep
with
hitting us with the
crimes
sounds of that sweet board.
against the state.
Sam, you're rocking the money bag
After a
shirt.
shameful trial, the dictatorship sentenced Otto to 15 years of hard labor.
We were talking on my
returning
show
him
about the
to
idea
America
of
last June,
Un and Trump doing like
horribly
a wife
injured.
swap where they run each
Oh,
other's
that's a good
countries for
idea.
day.
Yeah.
And then they emerge with newfound
passed
appreciation.
away.
Like
Yeah.
Trump's like, whoa,
Just
the
days
generals might
after
actually
his
kill you and take over your country. And then Un's like, you can't just like kill people that criticize you in the
Wonderful
newspapers. And then
parents.
they emerge.
Fred and Cindy Wormby
Oh.
They
are
are. He
here
is.
with us tonight, along with
I don't
Otto's
think I would
brother
be
and
super
sister.
comfortable if I was
Austin
president, just like nakedly
and Greta,
violating people like
please.
this for my own like narrow gain.
Jewish,
Do you think
by
there's
the way,
a moment where
Jewish.
Donald Trump
Jewish.
contemplates that?
Why did Jews like to go to Korea so much? Judy, why did
We
Jews
like Asian food.
Why do they like Asian food so much? Look at her.
Lewis from Texas.
Look
The
at her,
sound
she's
drops
crying
and
like
Matt
a
are
Jew.
genius. Keep them going. Cheers to everyone in the place.
What is he?
Also, is my girl Elizabeth Warren boycotting?
I don't know. It's a good question. I think a good chunk of people are boycotting.
Oh God! All he does is bring people on. They cry, and he fucking claps and.
How about we get blacks and Jews to
Incredible
cry?
people.
It's kitsch.
Incredible
It's
people.
kitsch.
Incredible
You are
people.
powerful witnesses to a menace that threatens our world.
You're,
Your strength
I mean, the
truly
fucking side of his
inspires
lips—they're
us
all
Thank you very
sticky.
much.
He's starting to sound like Ben Carson.
I know.
Logan Poppy, first policy proposal 45 minutes in. Trump's claps are the worst metronome ever. MS-13 has gotten more shout-outs tonight than Puerto Rico.
Tonight we
They're
pledge
not
to
like the
honor
Gambinos.
Oh
They're
God!
not
Just shut the
patriots.
fuck up already.
with
I mean,
total
just shut up.
American resolve. Thank you. Finally,
Oh, good. Finally.
Yeah, finally should have happened like 40 minutes ago.
I know.
Bloated motherfucker.
we are joined by one more witness.
Oh God!
Here's another horrible thing
this
that happened
regime.
to someone that
How
I
many
can
more-
leverage.
His name is Mr. G.
I mean, I'm trying to make somebody cry for my
No,
own
we-
narrow
In
self-gain.
1996,
Is it a
Sung
Wait, who
State
is
of the
this
Union
person?
if there are
was a
fewer than
starving
10
boy
crying
in
human
North Korea.
props?
Oh, he's in North
One
Korea.
day he tried to steal coal from
Beautiful
a railroad
coal.
car to barter for a few
Clean
scraps
coal.
of food, which were very hard to get. In the process, he passed out on the train tracks,
Wow.
exhausted from hunger.
Being a Korean,
He
was
woke up
good at
as a
math.
train ran over his limbs. He then endured multiple amputations without anything to dull the pain or the
What?
hurt.
I need something to dull the
His
pain.
what let him recover
They should cue
and
music
ate
to this.
dirt themselves, permanently stunting their own growth. Later, he was tortured
Oh God!
by
I
North
can't.
Korean authorities after returning from a brief visit to China.
And my point is, I really
His
envy the
tormentors
ability of
wanted
North
to
Korean
know
leaders to do stuff like this.
if he'd met any
Game
Christian
recognized game.
It's totally
And so-
unfair.
and
That's
it's-
so weird.
resolved.
We need to
Wait.
stop this guy's ability to get into this country.
Sung Ho traveled
He might
thousands of
work for
miles on
MS-13.
crutches.
He could be MS-13. Definitely not.
It's a bit of a
His
gray
father was
area.
caught trying to escape and was tortured to death.
Now, I don't know. What do I know about it?
Today,
All I
he
know is
lives
what's
in
on the
Seoul,
internet.
where he rescues other defectors and broadcasts into
Crying.
North Korea.
Oh my God!
What the
Here is somebody who
regime
has
fears
overcome more in like
most,
30 minutes of living
the
than
truth.
Trump could even like contemplate.
Today, he has a new leg.
And now he's being
But
exploited
somehow,
by this
I
bloated
understand you
motherfucker.
still keep those old crutches as a reminder of how far you've come. Your
And I
great
want everyone to know
sacrifice
we're not going to let his family
is an
in.
inspiration.
Totally keeping
to
his
us all.
family out.
And by the way,
So-
just to be clear, no
We got
Chen
that going.
migration.
We got that going for us.
There are his crutches.
I call him.
There's his crutches, but no one around him is his family.
I call him North Korea.
He's all
Unification.
alone. No chain migration.
I can't wait till Bernie's president and get to see his. I'd like to thank this Cuban intelligence official. He personally put
He's
several
gonna bash her in the
counter-revolutionary.
fucking face with those crutches.
That would be interesting.
Wormtown lefty Dave Rubin is literally asking people on
Somehow
Twitter to make him a
story is
gift
testament
of
to
black
the
Dems
yearning
not
of
clapping
every
when
human
Trump
soul
mentioned black
to live in
unemployment.
freedom.
How is he that bland and lazy, but somehow so irritating at the same time?
Because he's the
250 years
perfect
ago gave
fusion
birth
of absolutely
to a
craven and
special
genuinely
place
stupid.
called
That guy.
America. It was a small cluster of colonies caught between a great
Snooze
ocean
in Sarandon.
and a
Gorsuch
vast
looked like a solemn baby wrapped in an inky
It was
black swaddle.
home to an incredible people with a
Not the boss baby,
revolutionary
though.
idea
That's the president.
that they could rule
Preston is a cuck.
themselves. That they could
Gary
chart
Busey. Sam
their own
fears the
destiny,
dark room where the devil
and
develops
that
his negatives.
Together, they could light up
Thank you.
the entire world. That is what our country has
Anthony from
always
Baltimore.
been about.
He'll light up the world
That
already.
is what Americans
Anthony from
have
Baltimore.
always
How do you
stood
guys
for,
do this for a
always
living?
strived
Fuck.
and always done.
Believe me.
Atop the dome
Here, I'll
of
show
this
you.
Capitol stands the Statue of Freedom. She stands tall and dignified among the monuments to our
I just
ancestors.
got a syringe underneath
who
here
fought
that I
and lived and died
put in
to
between my
protect
toes.
monuments to Washington and Jefferson and Lincoln and
The
King.
one that matters is me. I'm the only one that matters.
To the heroes of Yorktown and Saratoga. To young Americans who shed their blood.
I want you to know, I had no idea of those places. Saratoga,
and the fields
heard of that. I
beyond.
think there was horse races. Everything
and
else.
others who went down in the waters of the Pacific and the skies all over Asia. And freedom stands tall.
Oh my God! It's
over
fucking
one
Thursday.
more
Shut the
monument.
fuck up.
This one.
He's like a
What?
kid doing
This
like
capital,
a fantasy.
This living monument.
Oh, shut
All
up.
right,
This
all right,
is
all
the
right.
monument
He's
to
just
the
doing a book
American
report.
people.
This is like a fucking.
They just ushered him off with the. That was awesome. That would have been awesome. Oh my God. Yes.
You know what I would love would be like at the Apollo
For
and
more
the sweet
years.
people off
Wait,
stage.
who just left?
I hope those chants are ironic.
I am white. I am white.
Yes,
I am
Bernie's
white.
sitting.
I am white.
Bernie
I
must-
am white.
Fuck this shit.
Go fuck
We're a people
yourself.
whose heroes
Fuck you.
live not only in the past,
Fuck you.
but all around us.
You fucking prick.
Defending hope,
You're a total
pride,
fucking prick.
and defending the American way. They work in every trade. They sacrifice to raise a family. They
God, I
care
hope
for
the
our
ratings for
children
this
at
are
home.
shit. I really
They
do.
defend
I
our
mean,
flag abroad. And they are strong moms
Baby boomers let this
and brave
happen.
kids.
I got news for you.
And
Gen
police
X.
officers,
I
border
wasn't.
agents,
I missed it by a year or two.
medics and Marines.
I don't know.
But above all else,
Gen X didn't help either.
they
buddy.
are
How did
American.
white
No,
people
Wait,
like
definitely
what's
not.
Gen
This
X?
capital.
What year?
This city, this
I think
nation
like 65.
belongs
Or
entirely
later.
to them.
I thought it was.
Gen-
I missed it.
I mean, I guess I do
Nobody
know how
knows.
white people like
Nobody
this
knows.
happen.
Fuck you, Chris Coons. You negotiated the caving on the shutdown.
Sit down, you
Fucking
pieces of shit.
mediocrity
I mean,
pieces
sit,
of
honestly.
garbage.
Fuck,
you.
you're all.
Judy's made us all here.
Our
Gulag.
task
Gulag.
Fuck you.
is to respect them,
Gulag, gulag, gulag,
to
gulag.
listen to them, to serve
Re-education
them, to
camp,
protect them,
prison. Fuck you.
and to
4 walls are
always
3 too many for the
be
people we're
worthy
looking
of
at
them.
right now.
Word.
Americans
That's
fill the world with art and music. They push
Uh,
the
Are you
music. Oh my
fucking
God.
kidding me?
How can you be this
and
boring?
discovery
The one thing
And
you
they
had
forever
going for you is
remind
that you
us
were a funny piece of shit.
of what we
Helter.
should never.
I'm letting my
ever
kids hear
forget.
Judy say, fuck you, Trump.
The people dreamed
After
this
the
country. The people built this
after the speech,
country. And it's the people who are
Judy
making
Gold will give
America
the
It's not going to be
rebuttal.
long because this is fucking.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't listen.
I got
wait,
just
wait.
a couple
Just
things
do
to
what you
say.
need to do to make it work. And Trump steaks are simply the best steaks, says Gumshoe Goy.
Oh, look at Mike. He's going to watch some gay porn.
As long as we are
with
proud
mother.
of who we are,
Oh, shut
And
up!
what we are
It's
fighting
done!
Power cuck.
America
Nice tie,
is done.
Sam. I would move on you like a bitch.
as long as we have confidence in our values,
Mike
faith
Pence
in
dick.
our citizens,
Does anyone think
and
anyone
trust
notice me checking
in
out
our
Paul
God.
Ryan's
We will never fail. Our families will.
Today, through the sharper image, you can enjoy the world's greatest steaks in your own home with family, friends, anytime.
And you're going to finally have the affordability they need and the quality they deserve at a lower price.
Trump steaks are by far the best tasting, most flavorful beef you've ever had.
Hey, he wrapped it up.
Oh, my.
Wow, a lot of people moving out of there. Fuck you all.
Concludes his State of the Union address. He went an hour and 20 minutes.
I would say about an hour too long.
A laundry list of policy proposals. This one.
What policy proposals?
I'm sorry, all of
sees
you.
his economic successes in his 1 year in office. And it was a call to reach across the aisle seeking Democratic support for
Are
his
you fucking kidding me? It was a call to what?
Today,
I hate the media so fucking much,
as much
you guys.
as anything, Mark Shields.
Today, through the sharper.
I think in the last half hour, a celebration of American survival and courage with, I think, one guest after another in the
just made my husband
audience,
snarf.
a North
Good job.
Korean defector, the police officer who adopted the baby of an couple addicted of heroin.
You know he's like, shut the fuck
parents
up.
of 2 teenage girls who were murdered by gang members. There were some
Imagine
emotional
having to
moments
be the person who has to
during this
pretend
Way
it just
too
was a
many
normal
guest
political
stars.
thing that just happened.
And several of them were really quite special, especially the police officer.
Oh, Mark
and his
Shields,
wife
shut
and
the
4
F
children
up,
who
please.
Adopted the
Mark your neck.
unborn child of a heroin.
It's getting away from you.
Yeah, you need to
Which
pick
is really rather remarkable. But it was a different Donald Trump, certainly from the inaugural.
What else could you think?
It was no carnage. There was no dark
No carnage.
It was quite upbeat.
Why are you even wearing a tie? Just
struck
put the
me as
fucking skin
his
there.
willingness to applaud. I noticed that Speaker Ryan did not stand up and applaud when the president endorsed family leave. And that was the one exception. But I mean, the infrastructure,
All right, guys,
those
I'm
are
gonna
those big items.
I'm gonna go get an Uber.
The
Thank you.
call for unity, Judy, while appealing, we'll see how long-lasting it is. It has a rather limited shelf life when the president calls people on the other side. Last count, he personally insulted 83 Democratic elected members by name in his tweets, and we'll see if that does. But tonight it was a bigger Donald Trump and sort of a reaching across the aisle.
About as big as usual, I would say.
Look at that fucking
But David,
hair.
I was just going to say, David, there were many Democrats who were not standing when the president was speaking.
No, it's weird. Now you seem to write speeches designed to get the people, the opposition, to not stand, and you hope they look bad. That's one of the designs of these speeches. I actually disagree with Mark on the tone of the speech. I was struck first by the amazing number of people.
Okay, yeah, he married his intern. That's not good
in the
enough. He's
balcony.
still on
Lenny
TV.
Skutnik was the first one in 1982. Then Ronald Reagan second.
No, he not only married his, I believe, the woman that he married, that he bagged on his first wife for, was his research assistant on a book called Character.
With some uplift about the economic.
Can't make this shit up, people.
It's about death in North Korea, near death in Iraq, death from MS-13.
That's
so
the
you
coolest part
evoke
about
an
David
emotional
Brooks.
atmosphere.
Oh, wait, look at Mother and Ryan talking.
Against malevolence and against threat.
That was so
and that's
fun.
an emotional atmosphere designed to minimize
Look at him, he
compassion,
kissed her.
To minimize
Look at her.
hope.
Oh my God, I just got wet.
Look at Louis Gohmert. He's totally chasing him down.
Louis Gohmert's a stalker.
I feel like
Louis
Gohmert had spent the whole evening photobombing Trump. I'm surprised he didn't show up like underneath the podium.
Little taste of those dried
I think
chappy
if
chaps.
you go through the speech
got on his
and look at the
face
amount
there.
of time the president
All right,
spent
let's
on the
switch over to
economy and
like
jobs, the issues
I don't know
that
who will be
he
super
talked about.
annoying.
CNN.
Right now. CNN, right?
I mean, Fox will be just insane, but CNN will be
Fox will be
annoying.
insane.
CNN will be annoying.
Let's just tune in to see if what's his face is
Little Fox.
I want to see a shot of his kids again.
What do you think? We'll take that down a little bit. And now listen, soon they're going to do the crappy response to the State of the Union, but soon we're going to do the good response to the State of the Union. Let me check with our HQ. We've got to go downstairs and find out what's happening in the control room. To also check, a lot of people have head over to the commissary and getting another round of dinner.
Commissary thing.
Well,
Yeah,
when
no,
you have a great commissary, why wouldn't people go?
Yeah, no,
one of
we
the
have an amazing commissary.
Always feed people. That's one of the things I learned in production very early on. Judy, are you almost ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, you know what we got to
This is
do
what
for
we
a
need.
segment. Sam, what are you anticipating tonight from the official Majority Report response from Judy Gold?
I think that what we're going to hear is going to probably be a direct response.
I think it's going to be
Donald
direct.
Trump.
I think it's also.
But I think it's also going to be optimistic.
It's going to be a call for unity, but it's also going to be a specific call out of the man.
Right.
You might also hear some things about Mike Pence being in the closet as an example,
It's
sort of
possible.
synchronized with a broader call for America to come together. There's a lot of anticipation for this.
I would suspect we're going to hear something about someone's cock.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's going to be Mike Pence or Donald Trump, but I feel like that's going to play
we
big
know
into
she
this.
likes to
But
focus
I-
on the anatomy of these people.
So what I want to do is,
Yeah.
can we go to a single screen of Donald Trump getting his ass kissed by various Republicans while we position the
But there's a lot in there that, particularly on immigration, it didn't seem to me like he was extending much of an olive branch to Democrats.
David Axelrod?
Well, I mean, I agree with what's been said. I think that there was a lot of frilly embroidery around some very familiar themes. And the things that were most memorable about that speech will be his language around immigration, a focus on MS-13 as if that characterizes the entire immigrant community. That's only going to inflame the debate. Look, I thought he did a lot of good work, as Dana said, on the economy. There was a little bit of the rooster taking credit for the dawn, but there also every president would do that in his position. I don't deny him that. And then the absence of Russia, he said, as we strengthen friendships around the world, we are also restoring clarity about our adversaries. What kind of clarity does it send when you don't mention Russia in the speech the day after you announce that you're not going to enforce the sanctions that the Congress unanimously or nearly unanimously approved? So, I think it was fine for his purposes. I don't think it changed a lot.
Yeah, I think it was a perfectly adequate speech. He seemed to be a little low-key and almost sort of tired and bored in his delivery. There was a part when he talked about it really being an exciting time to be in America. He didn't seem to be very excited himself to be up there delivering that message about how exciting it is to be in America. I think I was surprised at how short the short shrift he gave the opioid epidemic, which is I mean, he didn't lay out any real plans to deal with it. It was like, you've been the president for a year now. We've seen the worst of this epidemic this last year of 2017. He talked about the numbers, but there are times in this speech I thought he again sort of, have you been the president over these last years? He talked about trade in the same way, and if you look at what he's actually done on trade, it hasn't been much.
Well, other than on the immigration issue, there was very little specific policy.
Yeah.
Some of that may be because he recognizes, given the dynamics of the Congress in an election year, that he's not going to get much policy. But it really was thin
But
on
a missed opportunity in that sense, I think. I want to start by saying I think the president, who is not known for his own flowery rhetoric, did a very effective job using his guests, the powerful anecdotes about the stories of these American heroes and the gentleman who saved his.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now with the Majority Report response to the President's State of the Union address, Judy Gold.
Thank you. And good evening, my fellow Americans. Tonight I've decided to wear green glasses because President Donald J. Trump makes me want to fucking puke. Donald, you're a liar. You're fat. You don't weigh 239 pounds. I hope you choke on a Big fucking Mac. I can't even. Donald, for 1 hour and 20 minutes that I can't get back, I suffered through your fucking bullshit. And it was bullshit. Everyone hates you. Everyone knows you're a big fucking liar. Melania hates your guts. She didn't even stand for you. She wore white. I don't know what that means, but she wore white. You were the only president who has ever clapped for himself. during a State of the Union. And you kept looking over at the Democrats like, hey, come on, guys. We all hate you. You're dumb. What's the last book you read, Donald? What is it? No, seriously, what is it?
What's the first one?
What's the first? Yes, thank you. Thank you. That was Sam Seder here at the Majority Report. Donald, you are going down. Down, 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 down. You know, Putin, who you forgot to mention, your big friend Putin, he's a fucking asshole just like you. And you two deserve each other. And you should go over to Russia and have anal with Putin while Mike Pence jerks off in the corner. Okay? How's that? Is that something you'd enjoy? Huh? Where was your son Donald Jr. tonight? I didn't see him. Was he killing some wild animals, some endangered species? Because his fucking dick is inverted as well? Donald, your speech was boring. You're boring. Your bottom teeth are disgusting. The sides of your lips just stick together because you're dehydrated from eating too much fucking McDonald's. You know how many Democrats just got up and walked out when you were done? Because you're fucking gross. You're just an asshole. You don't even want this job, okay? And you're putting my life in danger. And you know what? 50% of Americans don't invest in the fucking stock market, asshole. So no one really gives a shit about the fucking stock market. And what is an African-American job? Huh? What is it? No, seriously, what is a fucking African-American job? I'd like to know. And you know what? You can thank Obama for any good thing that you talked about this evening. Okay? You know what? I'd like to take the chain migration people and choke you with the fucking chain. The chain of the migration, okay? You fucking asshole. You know what? You know what we're going to say soon, Mr. Trump? You're fired. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bernie Sanders is going to do a response too, but I feel like you already hit all the major points, so it's redundant.
That was awesome. Fuck you. All right, let's hear Joe Kennedy. Your lower teeth look terrible, and you're dehydrated. All right, I'm done. Was that
An American city built by immigrants.
The first and last book you read was
From textiles to robots, this is a place that knows how to make great things.
Era.
Uh-oh, he's got shit by his mouth.
The students who are with us here this evening in the auto tech
just
program
pale.
at
He's all right.
Diamond
No,
Regional
he's
Training
got
District.
definite stuff on the
It's
corner.
very shiny. It looks like he just
Like many
snapped
American
someone out.
hometowns, Fall River has faced its share of storms. But
Fall
the people
River's a
here
shithole.
are tough.
Oh.
They fight for each other. They pull for their city. It is a fitting place to gather as our nation reflects on the state of our union. This is a difficult task. Many have spent the last year anxious, angry, afraid. We all feel the fractured fault lines across our country.
Drink ourselves
We hear
to
the
oblivion
voices
in Chile and whorehouses.
of Americans who are forgotten
Now we're just
and feel forsaken.
Harvard graduates who are kind
We
of
see an
poor.
economy that makes stocks soar, investor portfolios bulge, and corporate profits climb,
Bulge.
but fails to
Nailed
give
it.
workers their fair share of the reward.
That was
A
very
government
vulgar speech that he gave.
that
Trust
struggles
me,
to
no
keep itself
problem
open.
there.
Russia, knee-deep in our democracy. An all-out war on environmental protection. A Justice Department rolling back civil rights by the day. Hatred and supremacy proudly marching in our streets.
Our friend Robert Priggy texted me. Said
Bullets.
you guys did a great job trying to
To our
make chicken
classrooms.
salad out of chicken shit.
Concerts.
Absolutely right.
Congregations. targeting our safest, sacred places.
What?
And this nagging, sinking feeling, no matter your political beliefs,
All right, you're
this
laying it on a little heavy
is
there,
not
Kennedy
right.
Spawn.
This is not who we are.
Kids should be able to go to college
The
for
noble
free.
globalist.
You're a
And
fat
he says
fuck.
power cabinet secretaries to fire people to undermine his agenda. Is that apart from the whole deep state thing, or actually thinly veiled attack against public union? Missed it.
Folks, it would be easy to dismiss this past year as chaos, partisanship as politics. But it's far, far bigger than that. This
Believe me.
administration
No problem.
isn't just targeting.
Michael
The
Brooks
laws that protect
looks like a young John McEnroe. I thought I
targeting
was
the very
watching
idea
V for Vendetta, and then I
that we are
realized I've been
all
watching the State of the
worthy of
Union this whole time.
I don't.
For them, dignity isn't something you're
Trump
born
was
with,
doing a V for Vendetta.
but something you measure.
We were. I don't get it.
By your net worth.
I didn't like that movie.
It's been a long time.
Your celebrity, your headlines,
I love
your
He
crowd.
does kind of look like him.
Who?
Not to mention the gender
John
of your
McEnroe's
spouse,
cool.
I like him.
the country of your birth,
I love Jamie Keck. An
color of
ISIS
your skin.
suicide bomber would make this speech better.
the God of your Their record.
I appreciate that I am,
American
because
idea.
that's the type of joke that I would
The
like to
belief that
make.
we are all
But I don't feel
worthy,
comfortable
that we are all
making.
equal, that
So
we
thank
all
you.
count.
Luska,
In the eyes of our law and our
State of the Union is literally a montage to American suffering. I don't know what I expected.
That
Form, pose, function.
is the American promise.
I like Judy's better. They're okay. He's in Fall River.
Fall River, Mass.
Dude, Fall River sucks, dude.
They got a bridge there, but aside from that,
But today, ladies and gentlemen, today, that promise is being broken by an administration that callously appraises our worthiness and decides who makes the cut and who can be bargained away. They're turning American life into a zero-sum game where for one to win, another must lose, where we can guarantee America's safety if we slash our safety net, where we can extend health care in Mississippi if we gut it in Massachusetts. We can cut taxes for corporations today if we raise them on families tomorrow. Where we can take care of sick kids
I mean, he's right.
if
but
we sacrifice dreamers. We are bombarded with one false choice after
What happened
another.
to the Kennedys?
you can't really.
or
I think
single
he's pretty
moms.
good, but
He's all right.
Rural
there's,
communities
I don't think
or
there's
inner
like
cities.
this is.
It's just
The
a
coast?
thankless job.
Or the heartland. As if the mechanic in Pittsburgh, a teacher
We
in
should
Tulsa,
dub. It would be really
a
funny
daycare
to
worker
dub
in
over the
Birmingham
speech.
are
Like
bitter
he's
rivals
talking there, he's just like, hey, yeah,
rather
and
than
then all of a sudden,
mutual
just like, you're a
casualties
fucking asshole.
of a system forcefully rigged
Just Judy.
towards those at the top.
Judy over Kennedy.
The anger interpreter.
Yeah.
Who
You could
lies
do it.
Like on Key and Peele.
Joe Kennedy, the third
that
anger
their
interpreter.
transgender son or
This
daughter
is Judy
will
Gold.
be beaten and bullied at school is any
Vesti-
more or less legitimate than a parent whose heart is shattered by a daughter.
The problem I have with a speech like this is that, like, you know, the soaring rhetoric, we got it from Obama, and it never delivered. And so now I think I'm just like, there's no speech I'm going to hear that is going to get me excited about anything.
It seems dated.
That's the problem for me.
Just focus on one specific
Let me just see
area.
your voting record. Screw it. Say a couple of bad things about Donald Trump. Get off. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I'm excited about.
We should have Medicare for all. Donald Trump looks like shit. Thank you.
Right.
We fight.
Yeah.
We fight for both.
That's
How
probably what
about
Bernie's
this?
going to do.
How about
Richest nation in the world.
Donald Trump's a fucking loser.
real honestly,
And,
like, in all honesty, at this point, it should just be like, look, it's super important for all of you to vote in 2018.
Right.
Go tell your friends. Go tell your parents. Go tell your kids. Go tell your cousins. Get out and vote, because this is a shitstorm. Everybody knows it.
We
Let's
have a-
just go forward.
yeah.
I don't, you know, like the soaring rhetoric, I don't need.
Packs that are fair.
But maybe some people do.
That won't rust away.
Maybe some people who are awake at 10:50 at night on the East Coast are sitting around going like, I need soaring rhetoric right now from a car place in Fall River. Maybe.
Choose an economy strong enough to boast record stock prices and brave enough to admit that top CEOs making 300 times their average worker is not right.
Fragonard. Who is this wicked MS-13 anyways? Emoluments to the great ones who shot their blood. Judy F-bomb.
We choose Fall River. We choose the thousands of
You're the
American
effing terminal illness. This is, I think, from the
power
speech.
or privilege, but with unhonest
Panhandle liberal. Trump actually said gleaming roads because he thought he was a lyric in the national anthem.
that.
Wu-Tang Clan. Holy shitballs, Ted is really bloated. Is he going to slough off his skin soon to reveal a new layer of smooth, moist, amphibian-like covering?
Ted Cruz remains much more disturbing than Donald Trump.
He's going to lose, I think.
I hope, pray to God.
Don't you think? The other, I don't know.
The other dude's still an underdog, but it's a shot. It's possible.
But he's getting better.
Yeah, he is. From your lips to Allah's ears.
Philly DSA. 2018 might be the most important midterms ever. A Democratic landslide is needed to badly send this moron a message. Skyscrapers might catch fire from the tinsel decor, but they will be built bigger and faster without permits and approval processes. Will one promise made in the speech ever come to fruition aside from speeding up the permit process for construction? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, he's speaking Spanish.
Y no nos vamos a alejar. You are part of our story.
It's not bad.
We will fight for you.
That's pretty good.
And we will not walk away.
For the whitest man in the world.
Why is there a car behind him with the fucking head up?
Here's what I would have done if I was doing the advance man for this. Nobody wears suits.
Rude.
Nobody wears suits.
I know. That's amazing that Democrats still have just like this basic.
Don't wear
PR
your suits tonight, folks. Just dress like normal people.
Wear like Pats jerseys. Trump is a fucking
to Washington last
shirts.
to ensure that no parent has to worry.
Real math.
The idea that there is no Pats jerseys there is sort of
That is
offensive.
bizarre that there's no Pats.
It's a little bit offensive.
On the streets of Las Vegas and Philadelphia and Nashville. You sat high atop your mom's shoulders and held a sign that read,
Oh
"Build a
my
wall.
God, Joe the
My
Third is so
generation will
boring.
Tear it down."
Can we switch to Bernie?
I used to smoke cigars on boats.
He'd be good
My-
at narrating those Apple commercials that try to make you cry.
Right. My father told me that if I didn't win the debate at dinner, that I
bravely
would get
say,
beat with a cane, and then if I won, I could have sex with my sitter.
You steadfastly
Kennedy's used to be a lot more interesting.
Black Lives Matter. You wade through floodwaters.
Yeah, maybe they're just keeping it under wraps now. Who knows?
Wildfires.
How their
Mudslides.
genetics are? Look at that. Like
save
it's
a
like they just fuck each other and they all look exactly
Own
alike.
Quiet battles.
Jim,
Look, it's starting to
gay
look a little
Republican
like
here, but
Habsburgs.
big fan of MR and Judy.
Drag
Matt and Michael,
Your
too.
weary bodies to that
Maybe
extra
Matt can give me his camera a
families
wave for me,
won't
please.
feel the sting of scarcity.
I can switch the camera so you can
leave
see
loved
Matt.
ones at home.
Matt's not giving a wave to
defend
a
our
gay
country
Republican.
overseas.
Oh, yeah.
Not a Republican.
You take it back, Matt.
Get no
I retract.
wave.
Yeah, you retract that wave. I didn't know that. How dare you?
You help.
Republicans don't get waves around here. Not that kind.
More than any law or leader. Debate or disagreement. That is what drives us towards progress.
Left is preferable.
Bullies
Trump is starting to slur his words. He did towards the end there.
They may
Jeb
leave
Bush, this is the most beanbag
Never,
thing I've ever
not
seen.
once in the history of our United States, managed to match the strength and spirit of a people united in defense of their future. Politicians.
This is beanbag.
Politicians can be cheered for the promises they make. Our country will be judged by the promises we keep.
I banged Marilyn Monroe. You probably don't even have Kesha's cell phone number, you fucking loser. I like this. Dead Kennedys from the grave insult their spawn.
measure of our
It's a good new bit.
That is who we
You've gotten.
What kind of pussy are you pulling? Nothing.
See, this is a walking demonstration of why Trump is president. Because this is the fucking alternative. It's not great.
Of our union.
I rescued people in World War II, and I banged Mr. Traficante's girlfriend. What the hell have you done?
God bless you. God bless your families. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
I actually think like we're right, but I actually think relative to what they had on tap, that was fine.
Yeah.
That was fine. That wasn't that bad.
I know. I think he did a good job. I mean, didn't listen to any of the words. It's
better than the old guy in the
How is Rick Santorum have a fucking job? Look at him.
Oh my
Shut
God!
up.
Seriously, that might be Dan Savage's crowning achievement.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it gets better. Pretty cool.
That's
Santorum.
also gross.
Let's turn up the volume
I love,
here.
remember the Tony Soprano thing about Rick Santorum?
More than U.S.
He's like, he goes, you know, if it keeps going like this, pretty soon we'll be fucking dogs. It's like that Senator Sanatorium said.
Almost twice as likely to commit, I think it was murder. I mean, the bottom line is,
and that
this
study
is
is an outlier.
joint gangs.
The study is an outlier, and
It's not an outlier.
the
It's a
federal
35-year study of a border state.
by a biased state that is trying to make a point. But here's the point. Here's the point.
So you want to talk about facts and you don't.
No, I'm saying I've got my facts and you've got some alternative facts and that's fine.
You're looking at self-reported data. I'm looking at actual data.
Can I just, all right, I'm putting this aside for 1 second. I just want to comment on these two speeches.
You know what would be
that we
great
just
is if
saw.
MS-13 started
I mean,
having pundits on
Trump's speech,
CNN.
I love the use
I like to
of
say
people.
this story on record.
But his cadence
We have a different view of the border.
Flat. This speech, by contrast, he was passionate and enthusiastic, and he emphasized the word all.
Shut up,
and to
Jennifer.
me, yes, we can have
Lay off the Percocet. Shut the
Just,
I would say that.
I'm just telling you how often Democrats view it, which is inclusive.
Honestly, no, we can't do this. We can't do this. I'll tell you why. I mean, look.
It's enough.
Yes,
but this is a good reminder.
Trump
to
was
torturing us.
Trump was heavily medicated, and Kennedy can deliver a good speech. And at the end of the day, the really important things are that the Democrats need to obstruct at all costs at any moment, and they need to start to. I mean, frankly, that's good for Kennedy. But the best thing I've seen all week was Chuck Schumer goading Donald Trump to get involved in negotiations, because when you take him out of a context where he can't be medicated for for a specific period of time, and he's reading a speech off of a teleprompter, he's going to screw things up because the guy's total incompetent.
Right.
And I don't know. There's something so naked about it this time with the State of the Union. Right, because
and the fact that they're still actually playing this game is just unbelievable. Like even at this point, you can't say that this guy. Okay, even if you want to play by the CNN rules, he gave a nice speech, whatever. If you really want to pretend that much, but to at least not follow it with, obviously this means nothing because obviously he's a mentally ill, incompetent.
Right.
Like, this is objective reality.
Even during the
everybody.
Bush years, they would have this type of analysis, but there would be policy in there that is like scary, and you believe that there's like an agenda. And in this instance, there is really just a series of either lies or exaggerations and completely untethered from what they intend or can do.
Judy
knows it right there.
Wait, can I read?
Yeah, please.
Please.
Matt Oswalt. It's so funny.
Bernie.
They should cut to Tiffany Trump sitting on the curb outside the Capitol crying on her cell phone while the doorman stands there with his arms crossed.
I told you.
All right,
I
let's hear
fingered
Bernie.
her for
Let's hear
her
Bernie.
Sweet
All right,
16.
For a vision of where we should go as a nation.
Shabbat shalom.
Which is far different than the divisiveness, dishonesty, and racism coming from the Trump administration over the past year.
Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
President Trump talked tonight about the strength of our economy. Well, on that point, he's right. Official unemployment today is 4.1%, which is the lowest it has been in years, and the stock market in recent months has soared. That's the good news. But what President Trump failed to mention is that his first year in office marked the lowest level of job creation since 2010. In fact, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, 254,000 fewer jobs were created in Trump's first 11 months in office than were created in 11 months before he entered office. Further, when we talk about the economy, what's most important is to understand what is happening to the average worker. And here's the story that Trump failed to mention tonight. Over the last year, after adjusting for inflation, the average worker in America saw a wage increase of, are you ready for this, 4 cents an hour, or 0.17%.
Boom.
Or to put it in a different way, that worker received a raise of a little more than $1.60 a week.
Or put another
and
way,
as is often the case, that tiny wage increase disappeared as a result of soaring healthcare costs. Meanwhile,
and it's not just
at a
Donald
time
Trump.
of massive wealth and income inequality, the rich continue to get much richer, while millions of American workers are working 2 or 3 jobs just to keep their heads above water. Since March of last year, the 3 richest people in America saw their wealth increase by more than $68 billion.
When I am president, we will burn their homes,
$68 billion
reclaim their
increase in
belongings.
wealth.
But this is good.
This is great.
Meanwhile,
This
the
is-
average worker
this is
saw
what it
an
should be.
increase of 4 cents an
Yeah, you
hour.
notice how we all shut up and listen when Bernie
Tonight,
started talking?
Yeah, and it's not
President Trump touted the
Nobody
bonuses
loves the Kennedys
he
more than I.
claims
Nobody
workers
wants somebody
received
young more than I.
because of his
But it's just
so-called
like the soaring
tax
rhetoric.
reform
I
bill.
just want to hear the specifics.
forgot to mention
and why
is that
Donald
only
Trump is a dick,
2% of
and that's what we're
Americans-
hearing right here.
Here are the specifics
Americans
and why
reported
Donald Trump is
receiving
a dick.
a raise
by Bernie
or a
Sanders.
bonus because of
A
this
boner.
tax bill, 2%.
More-
What he also
more
failed
use
to
of hands.
mention is that some of the corporations that have given out bonuses, such as Walmart, AT&T, General
also
Electric,
laid
and
everyone
Pfizer,
off.
are also laying off tens of thousands of their
Miss Judy
employees.
Gold.
Kimberly-Clark, the maker of Kleenex and Huggies, recently said they were using money from the tax cut to restructure, laying
Quote,
off
unquote.
more than 5,000 workers and closing 10 plants.
Well, you need a lot of money
What
for
Trump
that.
also forgot to tell you is that
That he's
while
an
the
asshole.
Walton family of Walmart, the wealthiest family in our country, and Jeff Bezos of Amazon, the wealthiest person in this country, have never had it so good.
Welcome to the
Men-
gulags. It's coming. Jeff,
What happened?
CIA,
Interference, deep
Jeff
state
Bezos,
interference.
Mossad.
Hillary Clinton.
Off more than 5,000 workers and closing 10 plants.
When Bernie's done, you prick.
What Trump also forgot to tell you is that while the Walton
prick,
family
James
of Walmart, the wealthiest family in our country, and Jeff Bezos of Amazon, the wealthiest person in this country, have never had it so good, many difference between what he promised the American people as a candidate and what he has delivered as president. Many of you will recall that during his campaign, Donald Trump told the American people how he was going to provide health insurance for everybody with,
Gotta
quote,
love those
much lower
passive-aggressive
deductibles,
fingers.
end of
Scare
quote.
quotes.
That is what he promised working families all across this country during his campaign. But as president, he did exactly the opposite. Last year, he supported legislation that would have thrown up to 32 million people off of the health care they had, while at the same time substantially raising premiums for older Americans.
To quote Judy Gold, fuck you!
Shut up and take my blood, Bernie. Seriously. If it means that he gets to be president for 8 fucking years, I will be the first in line to give him my blood, Peter Thiel style. We're both Jewish. I'm sure we're the same type.
Peter Thiel style.
I mean, I thought that was,
perfect.
I don't
Do
know.
you remember imagine the contrast. Who was the crazy lady that did the alternative Republican response a couple of years ago?
Michelle Bachmann.
Right?
Bachmann
So just look at
with
the
her gay
contrast
husband.
on those sides. Oh,
He's
yeah.
fucking Pence.
Yeah, that would make a really lovely
Yeah, they
couple.
would get a good couple.
Yeah, they would make a nice couple.
But who's the bottom?
Well, Michelle Bachmann, when she went on, was
Pence is the bottom for sure. No, I'm just saying the contrast of like the Republican side, like, you know, having all of these crazy, like the official response to Obama was nonsense. Then you had Michelle Bachmann looking off into the distance, and the Democrats have this sort of like, you know, soaring rhetoric Kennedy thing, and then the alternative in the Bachmann slot is the most popular politician in America, sort of outlining just the reality of what's happening.
I think
That's a
Sean
good
wants
contrast.
to say something. Is that allowed?
No, it's not allowed.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Sean.
If you have to ask.
You have to ask. You can't talk.
I thought maybe that I'd just like to summarize what Bernie had to say in that little speech there. So I think what he was trying to say is 1% of the Salvadorian immigrants control over 80% of all the drug trade. What I'm trying to say is that MS-13, MS-13, you will no longer be able to control the 99%, and we need to distribute the crack cocaine, the heroin, the weed to all the people. The 99% will not stand any longer for MS-13 controlling all the drug trade.
That would be funny, actually. I could see that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, how about the little guy?
For too long, one gang has control. That's a crazy statistic.
All right, I'm going home.
That's good. That's good.
All right. I
we
guess
all
we
go
should
home,
probably
please?
wrap this up.
Seriously.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we
That
will be
was
live at noon, and this completes.
Just heads up. I probably won't be feeling well tomorrow. Just let the
Who's
audience
going to the Upper West Side?
This completes
your
our
card.
special report, special presentation of Donald Trump, heavily medicated, delivering the State of the Union
most
address.
boring fucking speech
This
ever.
can't
It was
go
pretty
on
bad.
too much longer. He needs to not be president after 2020. It's enough.
Now I'm headed to the discoteca. If you see me on the dance floor, don't hesitate. Until then.
It might take all the strength I got
No one
to get to where I want, but I know somehow I'm gonna get there. I wasn't looking when I just got caught between the truth and the lie bar, but finding out won't make me feel any better. Yeah, I know the clock is ticking, but the Mets are gonna kick in, and my pilot light shining bright. I get somewhere the choice was made, for the option where you don't get paid, for the rope that bends before it finally breaks you. I guess somehow I lost my drive between the 101